everybody. Or, I guess, throwing everyone off. Hey, y'all. Welcome to Game Day with Heavy Cardboard, where we teach, play, and discuss medium and heavy strategy board games, war games, 18xx. And tonight, we are very excited to feature the 2016 People's Choice Golden Elephant Award winner, Tramways by Alban Viard, published by his own publishing house, which is AV Studio Games. So, as y'all know, I'm Edward Euler. Tonight, pleased to be joined by fellow veterans of the streams, beautiful co-host and wife, Amanda.
Hello.
We have the technical stud
behind
Heavy Cardboard,
hey.
Matt.
Hello.
And
Call me a noble Steve.
Right. And fellow podcaster, Adrian from Mile High Game Guys.
Glad to be here.
So, everybody, thanks for joining me. And for everybody around the world, we definitely appreciate you all joining us. So thank you, whether it's live or after the fact. So we're super, super excited to finally bring this to you in the format, I guess, that I feel like the game deserves. And what I mean by that is the fact that we did 2 live streams of the base game when we were downstairs in our little game
long
library.
time ago.
Yeah.
Well, it feels like it was forever ago.
It
4
does.
months.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
4 months ago,
It's
right?
crazy.
It feels like it was years ago,
It
though.
does.
So we thought we wanted to do this proper up here in the studio now that we have it, and thought that, hey, why not feature one of the brand new maps from Alban Viard's latest Kickstarter? So we have Paris tonight, which in honor of Alban, who is French, so that kind of makes sense, right? We were going to do the Denver map, but seeing as that's not widely available, I didn't want to have to deal with that. It is coming. It's just we didn't want to do it for this one. All right. So yeah. All right. So normally I have the chat up and I have the cameras up for when I go through the teach and everything, but this is going to be involved enough and I want everybody focused on the stuff that I'm actually talking about, so I'm not going to have the cameras up or the chat during the teach. Just wanted to give everybody a heads up. That's an intentional thing, and once I'm done teaching it, then I'll bring the cameras up in the chat like normal. So if you have any questions about the teaching, hold them until the end, basically, because no one's going to see them until we're done. All right. One other note: this is all of our first play of Paris, so this should be exciting.
Yeah.
Now, I played the game. All of us have played it a minimum of 4 times, maybe as many as 10.
Yeah.
So we're all pretty much veterans of Tramways, the base game. There's enough quirks here with the Paris map that it's going to be interesting to see how it goes.
I'm really looking forward to it.
It should be a really good time. So on that note, I am going to teach the base game, and then after I'm done with that, then I'm going to talk about what the changes are for the Paris map, which there are some significant ones, but it's not a ton of rules overhead, so it shouldn't be too hard to get going on that. Cool?
Perfect.
Anything here? Anything there? Let's roll. Let's do this. All right. Welcome to Paris. So this is the 5th installment of Alban Viard's Small City series. We're all city planners of small city, or in this case, Paris, working to set up the most effective train network for the citizens of this fine city. The trams take citizens to all of the tried and true building types of small city. We have residential, which are these green areas here. We have commercial, we have leisure, which I'll probably call luxury half the time just out of habit.
Yes.
Same.
We all do.
All right, good. So if we say luxury, we mean leisure.
Yep.
And there are also industrial, which are going to be the yellow ones there. Ultimately, Tramways is a modern hybrid of route building, pickup and deliver, deck building, all built upon the bones of Age of Steam. So if you're familiar with Age of Steam, some of this is going to seem very familiar to you. If you're not, well, that'll be okay too. So let's talk about the different components and aspects of the game real quick, then we'll roll into learning how to play Tramways, all right? So we're going to start with the tableau. Everybody's tableau has the same stuff that you see for my tableau. So everyone starts with $3. Now, it does come with Martin Wallace money, but y'all know how I feel about Martin Wallace money. So yeah, we're using our heavy cardboard poker chips. Everybody has a little tableau right here. There is a stress track, which is going to be negative points at the end of the game, or if you ever ping past the 21 or reach the 21 point loss. There will be ways to mitigate this stress track, but just FYI, this shows your hand size because it does have aspects of deck building. These are your rail workers that you have. There is a maximum of 2. Now, on the other side of this board is the harder side. We figure we would show the base side, especially since this is all of our first play of the Paris map. Everybody has their own markers for parcels, a handy dandy little player aid that we have here, which I'll go over as the game goes. We have available track. There are 2 types of track that everybody has. You have straight pieces and you have 90-degree curves. You have an upgraded side, which I'm showing here with the white stripe on it, which we'll talk about when we get there. Last and certainly not least, if it's a deck builder, you must have cards. So everybody starts with these 2 identical different cards. Identical, different. Yeah, right. So these 2 cards, everybody has the same 2 cards. These other 4 parcels actually are shuffled up at the beginning of the game that represent the different parcels, which are basically land grants that people can build on throughout the game. Now, a couple things to note specifically about these cards before I go any further. Each of these cards has a maximum of 5 symbols on them. So the first symbol is this magnetic strip, which is going to be used to move passengers. So that is one of the 5 symbols. Most of the cards in this game will have that symbol on it. Then there are a maximum of 4 other symbols. In fact, here, I'll just take this so you guys can see that super clear. There are track building, track lane, track building, either way, symbols. There are different destinations potentially, and there are parcels on here. Now, there are other icons that may show up on here. Just know that there is a maximum of 5 different ones per card. Obviously, as you can see, some of mine only have 3 or 4. All right, we'll go into the details of these later on, but just know that there are different icons that you're going to be able to use on your cards. So now let's go back to the main board and talk about some stuff here. So in Tramways, again, if you're familiar with Age of Steam, a lot of people say the main aspect of Age of Steam is the auction. Well, we have an auction board right here. We have different ticket books, which are different cards, always beneficial cards that we're going to potentially acquire throughout the game here in these 4 ticket books. These are the 4 auction cards from the auction deck. So when we auction turn order, we'll be selecting these and placing them immediately into our hand. Then on the main board out here, this is where we're actually building the tramways or the different routes throughout the map. In this case, it's Paris. So we have the Seine River that goes along the middle of the map, and then all these darker spaces. And in fact, here I will zoom in a little bit so you guys can see just in detail some of these parcels. So we randomized this before the game starts, so it just so happens that Amanda got dealt parcel D4 and D1, and then over here Adrian got B2, etc., etc. And then there are the different locations that I talked about that come pre-printed on the map, on this map specifically. Now, you'll notice that some, I'll get there eventually, there we go. Some of the parcels out here are unclaimed. Those are going to be in the auction deck for that possibly come out, or will come out, will come out throughout the game. And if you just select that after you've won an auction, you're going to claim with one of your markers the various parcels that you get, because you're going to be able to upgrade these into buildings. The buildings, if you'll point Adrian over on your side, there are 4 different types of buildings over there. There's the industrial, there's the leisure, there's the commercial, and the residential. Yeah. One of the quirks about this map, doesn't matter how many players there are, there's only 1 of each. So in other words, all these parcels that are out here, the overwhelming majority of these parcels are not going to be developed.
Wow.
So that's really interesting,
wow.
I thought. Okay? So we'll get more into that in a little bit, but that's kind of the components of the game. All these white meeples dudes out here are passengers that will be able to be moving throughout the game. All right, Cool. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into the main teach. So the game takes place over 6 rounds, with the first 5 rounds are identical, and then the 6th round is going to be a little bit different. I'll get to that at the end. There are 3 phases per round. There is auction for turn order, and then your choice of cards. So auction over here, choice of cards. Then there are the main actions, which is going to be playing the cards from our hands to be able to take different actions. And then there's an administrative or a cleanup sort of phase as well. So let's talk about phase 1, which is the auction. In current turn order, so in this case it would be me, Matt, Adrian, and Amanda. We would then bid, we would take turns bidding, immediately paying for our bid either for cash or from cards. And let me show you guys what that means. So remember, everyone starts with $3 cash. So I can use that to bid, but also any of these cards that have money on them. So in this case, I have these 2 for a total of $3. So my initial bid can be no more than $6. So I would play and discard these 2 cards out of my hand, and then plus or with money, I could bid any amount up to 6 or pass. If I choose to pass, I go last or the last available space that is out there. So in this case, let's say I bid $3. The auction can go multiple rounds of bidding, and we pay each time. So for instance, if I bid those $3, I could pay my $3 back to the bank, and then there you go. So then in this case, it would be Matt's turn. So he can bid any amount, even higher than $10, that you're not capped at 10. You can bid any amount except for 2 things. You cannot bid the same amount of any player to your left. So in this case, I've already bid 3. Matt can no longer bid 3. Nor can he bid any amount that he has already previous bid this turn, or the amount that he just bid in the last round. So this is the first round of this bidding. So there is no number here. So he can bid any number except for 3. In this case, let's say he bids $2. He can bid less. So then Adrian says, you know what, I don't like that idea. I'm going to bid 4, immediately paying the money to the bank. And Amanda says, you know what, I want to at least continue to be in this auction. I'm going to bid 1. She could not bid 2. She could not bid 3. She could not bid 4. She could bid 1 or 5 or higher, or pass and go last. All right. So that's the end of the first round of bidding. If at any point we get to the active player and they have the sole highest bid in the game, in the auction, they become first player or first available slot if somebody's already taken first. So in this case, it starts back over the auction. We look at orange. Well, I'm not the sole high bidder because Adrian's already outbid me. Now I have to bid again. What can I bid? I can bid any number except anything to the left of me that someone has bid. Well, no one to the left of me, so I don't have to worry about that. But I have bid $3 on a previous round. I no longer can bid $3. However, I can bid any other number because all of these people are to my right. So I say, you know what? This is getting really, really expensive. So I'm only going to discard this 1 card that has the $1 symbol down into my pool or my discard, and I drop down to 1. Then we go to pink. Pink is not the sole high bidder. And pink says, well, this didn't work out exactly how I expected. Cannot bid 1 because I'm to the left. Cannot bid 2 because that's where Matt is. Okay, he says, you know what? I'm going to somehow, some way, figure out a way to pay $3 there. All right. So now we get to Adrian. Adrian is the sole high bidder currently. Congratulations, Adrian. You become the first player. All right, then we get back to Amanda. Well, she is not the sole high bidder, so she cannot bid 1. She cannot bid 3. And she says, you know what? I don't mind paying a total of $3, 1 on the previous bid and 2 for this bid to, stay in this. That's cool. All right, so now we come back to a new round. And this continues in perpetuity until A, we scream uncle, or that we all pass, or the high bidder. So in this case, I say, you know what? This is just getting nuts. Yeah, I will. I have this $2 card left, so I'm going to take this and discard it. So I bid $2. We now get to Matt, who he is the sole high bidder. Congratulations, you are now second. And now we get to Amanda, and she says, nope, I didn't go this long to... she says, you know what, to hell with it. It didn't work out. I pass. She goes last or last available. It comes back to me. I am the sole high bidder. I then would immediately go there. Does that make sense? Is that clear? And then after we have finished the auction, you notice this symbol right here, which is the stress symbol, which is going to correlate to the stress track. Whoops. Whoa, that was weird. There we go. It's going to correlate to the stress track on your player board. Sorry about that, guys. A little camera issue. There we go. All right, so it's going to this stress symbol. So in this case, it would be Matt who would have to increase his stress by 1.
Nope. It'd be Adrian.
Adrian, sorry, not Matt. I'm just picking on Matt because I'm looking at Matt. All right, so Adrian would have to increase his stress by 1. But he gets to go first for the entire first round. In addition to that, he gets his choice of these 4 auction cards to immediately go into his hand, unlike a lot of deck builders, kind of like Rococo, which we recently did. It immediately goes into your hand. These are about, I'd say, half good, half less than good. So these 2 cards out here are going to be solely good cards because there is nothing negative about it. If Adrian chooses this, he would then place his marker on H1 for a parcel. There you go, cool, and he would take that card and put it into his hand. This one will get you a rail worker at the end of the round potentially, but we'll get more into that here in a little bit. These 2 cards have a penalty to them, and as we get out more negative cards, we will explain what they are. But in the case of this one, you notice this down here. Well, what does that mean? Let me bring that up so I can show you all over here. That means that whenever this card leaves your hand, you owe $3. You must pay $3 to have this card leave your hand, and it reduces your stress 1. So there's a somewhat, mitigating positive to that. Whereas the other card has, again, you pay $3 anytime this card leaves your hand, but you have different destinations that are here. So there's that. So that's the auction. Hopefully that is pretty clear here, but that's step 1, the auction. All right, so then once we are finished with the auction, we go into phase 2, which is the meat of the turn or the actions. There are 2 sets of action rounds on a given turn. There's a first round and second round. The first round, each player in turn order performs 1 action or takes $2 if they choose to pass or do nothing. So the second round, they can do 2 actions or 1 action, take $2, but you cannot take $2 twice if you choose to do nothing in a whole round, which if you choose to do that, you're playing very poorly. So there are 3 available actions. There are build or upgrade rails. There are build or upgrade a building, or move a passenger. And the different cards that are in your tableau here are going to dictate the possible actions that you can do, as well as make those actions available. Now, in the auction example, I had discarded these 2 cards because I used them for the 2 money symbols on them. That means for the rest of the round, these are spent. These are here in my pool. I no longer have access to those cards. Now, I may have gotten a better card. Maybe I got this one during the auction, so I'm going to always start the game with 7 cards. 2 here, 4 for the parcels, and then 1 that you get from the auction. Okay, so I have 5 left. I've spent these. So let's start with the first thing, which is build or upgrade rails. So building rails, first and foremost, is you have to play a card or cards with the rail symbol. So these here, with the actual rail symbols on them, not this one, but the single, double, or there are some examples of triple rail like this that are all 1 symbol. All right? So to be able to do this, to be able to build rails, you have to say, I'm going to build from one of my parcels to something else. Let's say I'm going to build using these 2 cards. I'm going to use those 2 symbols. Then I have to discard one of my rail workers. So there's that. And then if you complete the link, you have to pay a destination icon. All right. And let me see if I'm making sure I can still do this. Indulge me. Let's say I still had that card in my hand for the example. So let's talk about how we're going to do this. I'm going to build 2 rail, spending the rail worker, and I must play a destination for one of the ends if I complete the link. So this will make sense here in a minute. So I'm going to build either to or from parcel B1. So let's go out onto the main board. B1 is actually right here, which is, yeah, not going to try and pronounce it and embarrass myself even more.
B1.
So B1 is right here. I want to build from here over to this leisure location here. So I played 2 track rails. So I play 1, I play 2. That is a completed link because it's bookended by either a parcel or a building at the end of the build. That is one action, regardless of how many cards that I played, that is one action. So I have to play either a leisure icon or the B1 parcel icon. So going back here, I built 2 rail, I spent the rail worker, and I played B1. Cool. That is building track. Now, there are some differences. So let's say I choose to keep these cards, and instead I want to play this card because that has 2 rail on it. Awesome. So that would be the same thing. That'd be 2 rail, a rail worker, and B1. Cool. Or I'm trying to find an example that, give me one moment. Let's say I also had this card in my tableau, or in my hand, I'm sorry, and I say, hey, this has 2 rail symbols, I want to build 2 rail. That's totally fine. So using the exact same example that I did, building 2 rail, that's okay. You can use as many icons on one card as you wish, but there will be a cost. So 2 rail, rail worker, and my destination still does the exact same thing, building these 2 from or to B1. We're good to go there. However, here's the catch. For every icon past the first that you use on a given card, you increase your stress 1. So indulge, and let's say this card was actually, this was 1 card, and it looks something like this. I say I'm going to use these 2 rail and that symbol to build that same rail. Okay, indulge me, this is 2 cards, but as if it were 1. In that case, I would be using this card, this one for free, this one would cost me 1 stress, this would cost me another stress, for a total of 2 stress from the very beginning to build the exact same thing that didn't cost me any stress when I chose to use those 3 cards. These 2 for the rail and the rail worker, and that for the destination. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So for every icon that you use past the first on any given card, you owe a stress. It's okay, you will not lose any points unless you ping to 21 during the game. Otherwise, it's only points you're going to lose at the end of the game. That's building rail. Now, there are instances in which maybe I just want to build that segment and I don't want to complete it. In that case, I don't need to play a destination because it's not finished yet. In addition to that, you can always build through your parcels. You also can never build to or through someone else's parcel or an unowned parcel, because think of them as land grants. If you don't have the grant to do anything with that land, why are you building to it, in it, from it, whatever? Stay out. These are big keep out signs unless they are marked with your symbol on it.
Correct.
Cool. All right, so that's building rails. Upgrading rails is really, really simple. So what do you need to be able to upgrade rails? Well, in this case, let's get my hand back together here real quick. In this case, to build rails, you must play, or I'm sorry, to upgrade rails,
Right.
you must play an upgrade symbol, which is this symbol right here, which has, I say, hey, I'm going to upgrade rails, so I play that. I must play a destination, which is either end. So in this case, I do not have a leisure symbol, which would be a red L out here. I do not have that. However, I do have B1. Obviously, this would have to be in a subsequent turn because this would be a different action, and once you play cards, they go into your discard. But I say I'm going to upgrade the link that one end of it is B1. So then I come over here, there's B1. I then upgrade it by showing these on the upgraded side, meaning I flip these to the white stripe. All of a sudden have Seven Nation Army stuck in my head. And I would score 3 points. And how do I know that? Well, on the card, it shows this 3 happiness points or 3 hexagons. All right. On the actual track, that is only symbolized right here on the 0 point that shows that the happiness track or victory point track is the hexes, anytime you see hexes. So that's upgrading rails. I'll explain why you will want to do that here in a bit. All right. So we've now built or upgraded rails. Cool? Cool. All right. Next is construct or upgrade a building. All right. So to construct a building, you must have the construct building icon, which, again, kind of resetting my tableau here. All right. The construct building icon is going to be this guy right here. So I say I'm going to construct a building. So there. Then I have to play a parcel where I want to build a building. Well, you know what? Let's continue this theme of using B1. Again, it would have to be in a different turn, yada, yada, yada. But then I come out here. I say, hey, I'm building on B1. So then my choices are to build the buildings that are out here on this board. So it would be an industrial, leisure, commercial, or residential. And there's already a leisure out here, and I'm not really near any commercial. Well, there's a commercial here. There's residential way up there. I say, you know what? I'll go ahead and do the residential. So I take this residential marker. I then place that on that location, put my marker back on it. Then I take this card into my hand. That should be up there.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thought maybe that was a Paris
Yep.
variant.
No. I take that card into my hand, and then we immediately add a passenger to the new building. So that would go like so. And then I would score 1 point. Why do I score a point? Because it shows it right there. Cool. That's building a building. Upgrading a building. Very similar. And actually, I don't have an upgrade building symbol. Give me 1 minute. I will get one. Nope. Man, I was on a roll too. All right, here we go. All right. So it's a new turn. Da 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 da. Hey, look at that. I have an upgrade a building symbol. So I say, hey, I'm going to upgrade this. And wouldn't you know, it has a residential on there as well. That's awesome. So I can play one card to do both things that I need, to play both cards that I need. However, I'm using more than one symbol, so therefore I add 1 stress.
It is quite stressful.
It is stressful, right? So you're exchanging stress for better use of cards, more efficient use of cards. So what does that mean? Well, we come back out here on the main board. Let's say this passenger is already gone. So, all right, I'm upgrading this building. I flip it over. Hey, it's got a 3 hex symbol. Peg 3 points for orange. Awesome. And then you add a passenger if it did not have one. If it had one, you do not, because each square can hold 1 passenger on the board. So this one big residential area that's out here holds 4. So if these 2 are gone and, you know, a refill, then we would refill both of those. But only 1 square equals 1 passenger. So that's upgrading a building after scoring the 3 points. And in case the 3 points on that was not obvious enough, that also is going to be on that symbol right there as well. So now we are down to 4 of the 5 actions that are available in this game. We have built an upgraded rail, and we have built and upgraded a building. So that's 4, right? 4, right. The 5th one is I would argue, a fair bit of this game, which is moving passengers. So let's say all these cards are in my discard, and I say, hey, I'm going to move a passenger. All right, so I play a ticket. A ticket is this magnetic strip there. That's one of the symbols. And then I have to play the destination. Normally, it's either end whenever you're building or upgrading. However, now it is where is the passenger going? The passenger, I say, I want to go to the residential. So I can either play the magnetic strip and use this for 1 stress, or I could use the magnetic strip there and then use the residential there and pay no stress, but I'm spending another card. I want to be more efficient, and you're going to see me do this a lot during the game. I say to hell with stress. I'm okay with it. I thrive on stress. So the ticket is there, residential. So how do we do this? Well, we're going to travel on my rail. Cool. So it's going to the residential. There is a passenger here. This moves along, and he delivers to there. So what does that mean? Well, first off, you're going to earn 1 happiness point and 1 victory point per link for the link owner. Well, who owns this link? A link being between one destination to another. That's me. So I will score 1 point for orange for that destination. All right, so that's 1. Then I'm going to get a bonus, excuse me, going to get a bonus depending on the destination in which he traveled. So let me bring it back to here. So this handy dandy little player aid, which is a little shiny, so bear with me, but it's really, really good. And in fact, here, actually, let's move it over here so you guys can see it crystal clear. And you can see where I moved. All right, so if you deliver a passenger to a residential, thematically, he is going home from work. So it's a less stressful environment. You drop your stress 1. If he went to a commercial building, well, it's a stressful, you're going to work, right? So you add a stress. In addition to that, you're going to either get $5 or a ticket from a ticket book, which I'll talk about here in a minute. If you go deliver to an industrial, well, that also is work, so it adds a stress. But in addition to that, you're going to get a rail worker. Rail workers are what you need to be able to build track. You have to have a rail worker to build track. This is one of the main ways to get them back. And last but not least, if you deliver to a leisure building, you then can buy victory points. If you're familiar with Small City, this will sound very familiar to you. Otherwise, the amount of money that you can spend for that amount of victory points is printed right there on the card. Pretty straightforward. The important thing to note here, though, when I move that passenger, it happens in this order. You score victory points for the track used, for the owner of the track, then you get the bonus, then you get income for the money, for the track used. So let me zoom out and show a couple of examples on moving. Here, actually, I don't want to zoom out that far. There we go, on moving. So in the example that I've used already, normally, if this track was not upgraded, that would be worth $2 for me. For every piece of every piece of rail that has been built, you get $1. However, it's upgraded, so it's plus 50% for that link. So this would be 1, 2, and then half of that is another 1, so I would get a total of $3 for that. Mm-hmm. But let's use the example up here that Amanda has decided to move. She plays a residential card and a ticket. And she's going to move one of these 2 passengers through here, over to here, and it would actually stop here at this residential because you must stop at the first destination of that type. All right. So in this case, Amanda would get a total of 2 points for that. Check that. 2 points would be scored for the moving. Purple would score 1 point for that link used. Then green would score 1 point for that link used. Does that make sense? Okay. Everyone's nodding, so I'm going to go with that. The second thing that happens is Amanda gets the bonus. Regardless of what rail she used to get there, it doesn't matter. She delivered the passenger on her action. She gets the bonus. What's the bonus for a residential? She lowers her stress 1. Cool. Mm-hmm. Then she gets income based on the track used. So this is really, really important and a small detail, but a very important one. The income is gained in the order that the passenger traveled. So what I mean by that is the passenger started here. She would get $1, $2, $3 first. Mm-hmm. Let's say she had no money. That's going to be really important because then she has to pay Adrian $1, $2, $3 here to be able to do that. Is yes. That clear? Yes. Now, let's do it the opposite direction. Amanda, let's say, had played a a commercial, and a ticket to move this passenger here, here, and up there. Very similar, vastly different though. So she would get 1 point for this. Adrian would get 1 point for this. Amanda would get a second point for that. Is that clear? Okay,
Yes.
with me so far. Then she would get whatever the bonus is for the commercial building, which the commercial building, as shown right here, is she would get 1 stress because she's going to work in either a ticket book or $5. So let me step back real quick. The ticket books are these here. She chooses one of these ticket books, grabs all 4 into her hand, chooses one, and then puts one of the cards back face up and the others face down. So she chooses. Now she sees that each of these have a lot of cards. Maybe she's like, I'll roll the dice, whatever, and dig into one of the ticket books. And that immediately goes into her hand. So she's now gotten the benefit of what delivering to a commercial building is. But now she must get income. The passenger started here, so she's going to get $2. If she had no money at the beginning of this is going to cause an issue because she gets $2. Then she has to pay Adrian $3. If she had money on hand, not a big deal.
Right.
And then if she had money on hand to be able to pay Adrian or pay, if she had $1, the $2 she makes here plus $1 would equal 3. She gives that to Adrian. Then she would get $3 more. However, if she started with 0 money, she would collect 2 income. She would then pay Adrian the $2. She cannot pay him anymore. What happens now? Well, the passenger delivers just like normal. She would get the benefit. That's already been done. However, she no longer gets any subsequent money, nor does anyone else get any subsequent money for the rest of the route. So she would pay Adrian everything that she could, but then that makes for, as Albin says, an awkward situation.
Yes.
Because it's an awkward situation, she gets 1 stress. And yes, in the rule book, it really does say that, which is funny. So again, to recap, if she has no money, she would get 2 income. Pay Adrian 2 income, could not afford to pay him anymore. She does not get the income for that, makes for an awkward situation, so she gets a stress, but she's already scored the 1 point, 2 points for her, 1 for Adrian, and she's already gotten the benefit for the commercial building. Well, commercial buildings give her $5 or a ticket book. Maybe she chose the $5, so she doesn't get the extra stress, and she gets the extra 3 income. Is that cool? Does that make perfect sense?
Yes.
All right, cool. I realize I'm kind of belaboring the point a little bit, but that is a really, really important detail that it is very structured in the order in which these things happen. All right? So that is all the actions that you can take. Build or upgrade rails, build or upgrade a building, or move a passenger. There must be a passenger there for you to move, obviously. All right? All right. Last but not least, there is an administration phase. You play cards that are left in your hand, and let's say, let me adjust my tableau, and let's say I had, that'd be good. I'm butchering this, but we'll figure it out. All right. So here we go. There we go. It's the end of the round, right? I've taken my 1 action and then 2 actions in turn order. Okay, then we get to the administration phase. Well, the administration phase says you can play cards from your hand to either get money, get a rail worker, decrease stress, add a passenger, or discard cards. How do I know that? Well, on this handy dandy little player aid, it shows everything in phase 3 of which you can do, which is all those things that I just said. So these, let's say, are the cards that are left in my tableau after I've spent all these cards in auction and taking actions and everything else. So I could, if I wish, discard this card for $2 at this point. I could discard this card to get a rail worker, and I could discard this card to get rid of stress. Well, the problem with this card is it costs $3. So maybe I have $1 left here. And I say, you know what, I'm going to discard this for $2. So I get $2. I'm then going to play this card. It costs $3 to get rid of it. I decrease my stress 1. And I have only 1 rail worker. You're only allowed 2. I'm going to discard this to get my second rail worker back. If I already had 2 rail workers. If I choose to discard this card, I do not get a rail worker because you're limited to 2 rail workers. Okay? In addition to that, you can freely discard 1 card if you wish. And I say freely, meaning you still have to pay if the card says you have to pay. Any subsequent card that you wish to discard costs an extra $1. after the first. Because once we're all done and we do this simultaneously, all right, if I kept this card in my hand because maybe I want the G2 parcel, maybe I want the track, maybe I want that for next turn, whatever, I then get to refill my hand up to my current hand size. My hand size is 7. Well, I have nothing in my deck to draw, or else I would draw anything that I have. This is not like Rococo, in which you can look through everything. You draw, like Dominion or something like that. So here, these, I would shuffle up, da-da-da-da, okay, cool. I have one card in my hand, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those are now my draw deck, boom, and then we go into a next round after that. Now, if my stress or anyone else's stress is all the way pegged out here, they're going to lose a point. That's what that point means at the bottom down there. And new passengers arrive, if possible. So let's go back out to the board. One last thing, and we're almost done. All right. There we go. So, at the end of the first round, and this was randomly generated, at the end of the first round, any commercial buildings that are missing passengers, meaning, say that we're gone, those all commercial buildings that are on the board will automatically refill. Second round's industrial, so on and so forth, all the way through 5 rounds. Cool? Good?
Right on.
All right,
Yep.
then we go into a new round. I mean, the first 5 rounds are all like that, all right? However, on the 6th round, at the end of the 5th round, the 6th round comes in, there will be no cards left in the auction here. Then, the winner of the auction is going to get double stress. That's just something we're going to have to remember to be able to do that. So whoever wins the auction, even if pass, oh yay, I won the auction. Well, you're going to get to go first. There will be no cards, but you will get double stress. Then back to our hand size thing. If this card is left in my deck, at that point, instead of drawing, I get to look at all my discards and all my regular in my deck and select up to my hand size. Now, if I had no cards left, I would be able to draw 7. In this case, well, I have to keep that one. I can only draw 6, or select 6, I should say. After that, we do normal score, or we have a normal round, then we go into final scoring. Final scoring is really, really simple. It's 3 points for each completed link. So in this example, Amanda has 2 completed links. I have 1 completed link. Adrian has 1 completed link. 3 points for each of those. Then you would get 1 happiness point or victory point for every 10 bucks left in your hand. Then you're going to lose points equal to wherever you are on your stress track, and whoever has the most happiness points wins. If tied, whoever had the most money at the end of the game wins.
Yes.
And if still tied, winners have to kiss. That's it. That's the rule. All right, so that is tramways. So now we need to actually talk about the wonkiness or the differences of Gay Paris. So, before I go any further, let me go ahead and bring up the chat, and I will bring up the cameras. And actually, I'm going to make the font obnoxiously big, a little bit. Whew. So, did I forget anything, fellas?
So the only thing that I didn't hear you mention, and maybe we're going to when we actually start playing, part of the first setup round is in turn order.
Selecting
we select
the
one from the ticket book.
The setup stuff I'll talk about when we actually get there.
And there should be all 4 luxury buildings out, but you might get to that when you're reading the Paris stuff. Everything's 1 except for luxury.
Oh, I actually must have missed that. Then that's my bad. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So I'll take that. All right. So here we go. Paris. So Paris, the setup here, and I just want to make sure that I get, it does. It says 1 industry, 1 commerce, 1 residential, 4 leisure. Of course, because it's Paris. All right. So those are actually in the box. All right. Cool. We're taking care of that. All right. So here are the differences. All right. And I actually have this set up for a specific reason for this example on this. All right. So when you build or upgrade rails, you're allowed to build straight across the Seine. You cannot build curves across the Seine. So in other words, my building right here, I can build a straight here and a straight here to go through there. However, they cost 2 extra links. So what would normally be 1 to go across a normal area, here is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to get across. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. So that's the building across the Seine is expensive, but can be lucrative. moving a passenger. And this gets a little bit crazy, so bear with me on this, guys. All right? So, there are 4 buildings on the Seine. There are 2 leisure, a commerce, and a residence. So we have a leisure, a commerce, and a residential down over here that are already printed on the board. And there are a number of parcels along the bank. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, and that parcel, we actually need to reset that, 5 along the banks of the Seine. There are river boats that travel along the Seine that only stop at buildings. They do not stop at parcels. So in this case, it would not stop here. This is not a valid destination of this virtual link that is along the Seine. Whereas if it were this, now it would stop at that location. That makes sense? Okay. The reason you're going to want this, so as the game, when the game starts, actually, there are 4 possible stops for this virtual link. From here, over to the commercial, over to the residential, over to the leisure, or vice versa. Does that make sense? Okay. Yep. In order for a passenger to take the riverboat, you have to use a magnetic strip per link, meaning 1, 2, 3, and then go off from there. That takes 3 magnetic strips or 3 tickets. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's going to be a little bit wonky and expensive.
Yeah.
Right? However, if you use nothing but riverboat links, you can reuse that one magnetic strip, but you're going to take stress, just like normal. So, all right. The action icons on a single, that means if the journey involves rail and the virtual boat links with the usual stress, so you can reuse the rail magnetic strip for any and all of the boat links with the normal stress increase. Does that make sense? Cool. All right. Again, the riverboat only stops at buildings, does not stop at parcels. All right. So here's the example that's in the book that I have set up because I think this will help make the most sense. Let's say Amanda chooses to move this passenger, or one of these, because they're all the same building. They can leave from any exit here, orthogonal only. She wants to move one of these passengers down to this leisure building. Okay. So to be able to do that, she's going to pay the normal destination, which is I'm just going to read it. It'll be easier. A passenger in the size 4 residence up top, up north, wishes to experience the leisure amenities at the west edge of the map. Purple has a link that connects this residence to the one directly south of it on the Seine, meaning right there. Cool. The purple player plays 1 card with a magnetic strip to move along the tramway link, plus 2 more cards with magnetic strips to take the riverboat westward from the residence to commerce, and then from commerce to the leisure. So she pays normal, and then 1 magnetic strip, 2 magnetic strips to travel along the boat. Moving the passenger from the riverside residence to the same leisure would have required only 2 magnetic strips, but not the destination, because the trip would have been entirely by riverboat. And I'm not sure if I mentioned that. If you only use the riverboat, you don't have to play a destination icon. But in this case, if she chose to move this one, that's all along the river. Doesn't need the destination, just needs 2 magnetic strips. But because she chose to get this one, she needs the destination and 3 magnetic strips in that case. Or yeah. So,
Wow, okay.
Why do you want to use the river, you might be asking? Because that is prohibitively expensive, potentially. For each river link that a passenger traverses, you get a happiness point or a victory point. Okay. So in this case, Amanda would get 2 points.
Okay.
Plus that one, so that'd be 3 points for that. The passenger's final destination grants you, the delivering player, the usual bonus, even if it's only on the river, meaning you get to buy victory points for going to the leisure building.
Okay.
But for each river link the passenger traversed, you, meaning the active player, gets $5.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, its normal rules apply. That's the only 2 differences. Building across a river space adds 2 links, and then moving a passenger requires magnetic strips, and the difference is that you're going to get $5 and you get a normal victory point. Is that clear?
Yes.
Are we good?
One question.
One answer.
If you play a magnetic strip, do you have to stop at the next building, or can you go all the
You
way?
can go as far as you
Okay.
want. But you have, if you play a magnetic strip, you're going to have to either play another one or take a stress to be able to go further. Does
So
that make sense?
yeah, so it's one to go to the next stop along the river, and then another one to go
Oh,
to
can
the
I-
other, or
so-
to do a stress.
Yeah. So yeah, you can't just play one magnetic strip and go straight from here to there.
No.
Okay. And if somebody builds a building here, that's going to make it more expensive then.
That's as far as I know. Now, there are no rules
FAQ or anything?
So if Albin's in Slack and shows up, then we can answer. But to my knowledge, that is how it goes. It literally says you go from leisure to commerce, commerce to residential, residential to leisure. It does not say, or you could go leisure to leisure. It did not say that.
It's a water taxi.
So-
It's going to make stops where
Yeah,
you
That's
want to.
exactly it. It's a bus more, more
Yes.
than a taxi. Taxi takes you where you want to go. A bus stops on
The
its
water bus.
predetermined
Yeah.
route. That makes sense? Cool. Let's reset and we can get started and I'll take a look at the questions. I don't know how concise that was, Michael, but I appreciate it. That's the best way that I know how to teach that game. So yeah, knock yourselves out if somebody can do better. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Whew. Yeah, you know, a beret would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Oh.
Really.
We should have.
Only if it's raspberry.
Well, yeah, and then we get the feed taken down because we're using copyrighted
It
music.
gets copyrighted and
All that kinds of drama. All right,
that goes
cool.
there, that goes there.
So I do hope that helps folks be able to learn the game. These were the right ones.
Yeah, you got a residential building in there somewhere.
That should not be in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think. Hold on. I
The
should
green-
have 6.
The
Yep.
green one.
That
That
one.
one. Stop.
Good
And
call.
that second
No worries.
and that second one was the one you pulled from the deck to show the 2-track.
There?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just shuffle that up. This goes into here as well. There should be a total of 24, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Boom. Cool. All right. All right, so now, before we start, Matt, will you randomize turn order worst to first, please?
Yeah, the only other question I saw in there was about the drafting at the beginning.
Yeah, okay, I did not want to because I figured the teach was going to add time. So what we could have done, instead of just dealing out the parcels out here, what I chose to do, and as the standard setup, is you just get dealt 4 parcels, and that's where they ended up. The other thing is you can lay out all the parcels and then draft 2 at a time, going snake draft.
I do believe this board does require the draft.
Does it?
Yeah.
Why would it require it? I don't see it. Building tiles and card, regardless of number of players. Building cards tiles are available. No, it doesn't say that it requires
I
jack.
know I read that.
Now, it could have been on the New York one. Wait, for these 2 maps, other than all rules of the base game apply, do not deal parcel cards randomly. You must draft each card for the advanced game rules. We're not gonna. Just to save time.
That's fine.
Regardless of the number of players, there will only be 4 parcel cards, and the auction cards corresponding to the number of players. Right. Good. All right. Cool. So outside of the draft, so the draft normally we would lay them all out and then draft them, but just for the sake of time, understand that we're breaking the rules in that one respect, and I'm sure I'll hear about it in the comments. So, all right. I'm gonna
Well, and
read-
I'm already a little jealous of Amanda's sweet river spots.
She does have 2. Doesn't like I said, but I randomly did it. So
She drafted really well off screen.
6. All right, cool. All right. Oh, nice. Hi. Oh, wait. Davis is right here. Hi, Davis. All right. The watermark for the video. That's funny. All right. So we have gone. Oh, I ended up going first. So we start out by choosing and.
You choose one of them, and you look at all 4, keep
Right.
one, and put whatever
Is it
you want on
intern order.
intern order.
Okay. So I'm looking at these ticket books, looking at what's available, and I say, you know what? I like the idea of being able to build a lot of track because to be able to get across the river. So I'm going to look at this entire.
Is that in reverse turn order? I thought it was reverse.
Oh, then I might have played wrong.
Let
Not
me
the
double
first time
check.
that's happened.
Shuffle the cards. Create ticket books. Flip the top card. In reverse turn order. All right, so
I thought so.
purple. Yeah, I did too, but I was going off of Adrian.
Yep,
Way
sorry.
to go, Adrian.
Ruining everything.
All right, so Amanda, choose a ticket book. All right,
Oh,
cool.
man.
Hey, Daniel, welcome. And if you guys weren't here at the beginning, welcome everybody. Wow, it's taken us an hour to actually get started. I apologize that took so long.
There's a lot to it. And it's
I'm
important
also-
to get some of that minutia right because it
I
can
think
make
so.
a huge difference.
I think so. I agree.
As you were reading it, I just noticed the victory points are hexes in their happiness. I
Right.
wonder if that's an Age of Steam reference.
Happiness.
Happiness is a hex.
It
right.
would not surprise me. Can I have the top one, please?
You may. So Amanda's going to draft one of those out of that, or select one, I should say.
And then when she's done, Matt can actually still choose that book knowing that there's one less
There's
card
one
in it.
less card, but if there's something that you know that you want to look at, Matt, now Amanda might not put the same card face
Yes.
up, so that may have given you two looks, and she may have selected it. We don't know.
Ugh.
Thanks, Daniel. Good thing I didn't miss anything. Thanks, appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah, we've done the Age of Steam map, the moon map, and I know Albin said he was talking about working on that.
Yeah, I saw a tweet
so-
about that too
Yep,
for
that'll
Tram Waves.
be cool. He's already done the Denver map for
Yeah.
Heavy Con, which, I mean, it's cool to have like your city in a game board, right, wherever it is. But man, it's a whole lot cooler when your house is on there.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was pretty awesome of Albin to reach out to us to do that. He's gonna make that available though, worldwide, like to purchase sometime next year in 2018. He just wanted to make it exclusive for HeavyCon, so I thought that was really cool of him. So
It's a really
big
fun,
thanks
really
to
fun map
Albin.
too.
It really is.
Yeah.
We had mentioned I think it was the HeavyCon episode that you made
I
your
Built
trip
my
to-
commute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't like that
Roughly.
at all.
Right, but still, that's pretty cool, isn't it? I mean,
Still don't really like that.
She would sell several relatives. That got me.
well, it depends. Are they relatives you care about? Is really the thing. So okay, so wow, so two people have selected that one. One person has selected here. All right, I'll go ahead and choose here, and we will look at this together. And don't tell anybody.
And Matt, I don't know if you want to tilt yours. I'm a pretty honest person, but
All right,
My
so
bad.
those are my
Don't trust you as far as I
options.
can throw you.
Okay, so looking at my initial hand side, or high hand, you see I have commercial and residential here. Don't worry, they're not listening. I have commercial and residential here. I do not have an industrial, nor do I have a leisure. So this card, nice. Options. So I'm leaning, I think I'm going to go ahead and do here. So we will go ahead and turn the same one face up for them to look at so that they don't know what options we had. Our secret info, and try and remember what that is. Okay, cool. All right, so now we're ready to rock and roll. Now we start the auction. The game begins. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so here we go. So everyone starts with 3 cash, plus I have those 2 cards that I had from the example. I feel so grossly unprepared for this right now, just looking at the map. And I'm the one who set this up hours ago, too, and I didn't even study it. Looking at the cards that are out here, so H1 is right here. That parcel is right there next to Adrian's. Not the greatest to start with, although it is close to a leisure building. And a reminder to everybody, 1, high level play. This probably won't be on the stream. We're not going to tank forever to make decisions. And number 2, place your bets right now for who you got for a winner.
Somebody's got me. Somebody else has got Matt.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and just bid $3 because, money. Who cares? Adrian, he cannot bid 3.
I'll go 1.
Say it.
Matt?
I'll go 2.
So Amanda's full pass 4 or more. but you get first choice of the ticket book. So that's kind of the balance there. And none of these are horrible cards.
They really
There,
aren't.
there are some that are coming.
Yeah, they get real ugly.
4.
All right, so Amanda played a card and a buck. Well, we start back over. I really am partial to my B1 after the example. Oops, sorry. Man. All right, I'm gonna go ahead. I hate you all. Glory to Rome. Really already?
Being first in this game in the first auction is terrible.
Because everyone starts fairly balanced.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Jason. I'll try not to let you down. Somebody finally took me. Ooh, Anthony, too.
Man,
It's always the hat.
Uh-huh.
you know what? Really, I'm not gonna pay $3 and go last. So I'm gonna pay 2 more. So I pay 2, and that goes into my discard. So I lost my treasured B1. All right, Adrian
I am
cannot
going-
bid 2, nor can he bid 1 because he. And I'm only
Correct.
pointing this
Yes,
out the
yes.
first time. Okay, all right.
I'm gonna bid 4. It's just a matter of which card I'm gonna spend to do it.
Okay, so he's bidding 4.
So I'm spending $2, and then I got a card I'm gonna pay.
So that tells me he has multiple 2 cards.
Ooh.
Dun, 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 dun.
Or maybe I've got some ones.
Ooh.
Daniel has your beard.
Yeah, all right. I that's a good bet, Daniel. Thank you. All right.
Because it's already winning.
It is. Yeah.
I am going to
He's
throw
so
down
Well, I know, but we don't need
this
eight.
B2.
Okay. Bingo. Matt? I like that. My money's on Matt, I think.
They obviously haven't watched previous streams. But
Everybody here has won on the stream.
Yes.
So,
I think I've won 1.
Oh, stop. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I've only won 1 on the streams.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have. I know. I only know that I've won one because I won
I
Rococo.
come in second a lot.
I
Well,
won
you're consistent.
Indonesia.
Yeah.
Well, you actually won twice. You won Great Zimbabwe, but we messed up on the teeth,
Well,
so we took it down.
I won Great
In
Zimbabwe.
passing.
We took that down. I won an Infamous Traffic, but not really because Ash just gave it to me.
So Matt passed. So
All right, Amanda.
1, 3, or 5 or above, or pass.
Let's see.
And these aren't even terrible cards, and we're going this heavy on
I know, right?
That's why I passed.
Right.
The auction is my favorite part of this game. It's pretty
all
much
of
perfect.
it is
Yeah. Well, yeah,
I've
everything is
A
great.
lot of people say that it's a disadvantage going last, this and that, and I can make an argument that it's a disadvantage going first, especially in the first round.
As you just saw.
Right.
I'll do 1.
All right. So Amanda's bidding 1. All right. Oh
Okay.
wait, sorry, not there. There.
Yeah.
I'll pass at this point because to hell with you people. Matt is alone
Yep,
in
Adrian.
first. All right,
Adrian.
Adrian. Good lord. And there. So Adrian gets a stress. All right, now we begin. You get 1 action or take $2, Adrian.
Well, we
Well,
to
I
pick
get
those.
to
yeah,
draft
the
our cards first,
Yeah,
yes.
I'm already, dude. I'm
Hey.
so
Oh, you're
that.
past out. No, sorry.
This worked out quite the way I expected it to. Now I regret my previous decisions. Already.
Regret everything.
Already. I'm going to take
Oh.
the stress reduction. For
Interesting.
Wow, not what I would have
Oh.
expected. Okay.
It's not high level play. I'm not going to agonize over
Sure,
it.
I appreciate that. Doug says, I think Amanda's opening position places her as the favorite, so I'm with her.
Sweater Mike beat me by like 14 points in the food chain live play. He does
Oh.
win a lot of them.
Yeah.
We're talking about it a little bit.
Well, I like free. So I bet you didn't expect that.
That's
card,
actually the one
though,
I
right?
wanted. That's the
Okay.
one I wanted. I wasn't expecting to get it.
All right, so I got H1 as a parcel. Nobody else got a parcel, so I put that out there. Now, Adrian, your action, sir.
All right. Well,
And here, I'm going to zoom out just a hair so folks can see your card. Really? Zoom out, I said. Right there.
Yeah, that'll
so
work.
you can
I
play
can-
it, yeah, right there at the
Yeah.
top of the board. Actually, wait a minute. Play them on the top of the board, both of you.
Sure.
That'll work.
yeah,
Okay,
right up
cool,
here.
yeah.
I'll play it. We'll play over
Yeah,
there.
we'll play over here. Well, I'll play in Tableau, Amanda will play here. Cool, good, bueno. Except until Matt builds over here.
I am going to build some track, is what I'm going to do.
Shocker.
So I'm going to play these 2 cards, get them up there where you can see. I'm going to build track coming from I1.
Okay.
And I'm going to build, this one is 2 for 1 symbol on that card. And I'm going to take another stress to do 3 track.
Because you're using 2 symbols on the same card.
Correct.
Which, because he played a destination, meaning he's going to connect it on both ends. Oh, and one other thing I guess I did not mention, that track can cross or be on opposite corners, like 90-degree corners. There could be a corner here, or there could be a cross that goes there. So
Correct.
I'm not blocked out coming north or coming out there.
Correct.
So just as a heads up there. All right. So that cost you 1 stress, and you played your destination. Bueno.
Yep. And I play a rail worker.
There you
too.
go. Good. Yep. And Squirrel, you're up. And I guess the other thing I did not stress, no pun intended, is if you play and say you're building 5 track, you have to build 5 track. You can't build 4, you can't build
Correct.
6, and it's 1 link only. You must use all the track that you say you're going to
Correct.
build. Okay.
So like where Edward took that track that has the 3 on it, if you use that symbol, you're building at least 3.
Yeah, you cannot build 1 or 2 voluntarily. Now, the other maps have unpassable water areas and mountains that cost 2. This one does not. That's
Okay.
where that's going to come into play. How did Sweater Mike get the name Sweater Mike? Not really original, but we truly, at this time when we met him, there were, I think, 4 or 5 different Mikes in our local game group. This is pre-heavy cardboard. And we had 50s Mike, we had Michael Carter, who was Sweater Mike, and he always wore these sweaters. So, well, Sweater Mike became Sweater Mike. Not a classic anecdote, but he wears it proudly now. All right, so is that D4? No, that's D1. Or
Used that.
so 1 rail, commercial.
No, 1 rail. D1.
Oh,
I just
D1
hadn't gotten all the things. yet.
and okay, hold on. There we go. D1 and the rail worker. So D1, which is here, 1 rail worker and 1 track. Amanda, that's a completed link. Will be worth 3 points at the end of the game. Cool.
Cool.
Cool. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. All right, because I don't want to disappoint folks. Let's have some fun with this. Maybe? Do I even want to do that? So here's what I'm thinking. I was thinking about building track out here between this luxury and this commercial, or leisure, sorry. That would get me 5 income. So would taking the water bus.
Right.
So why bother, right? So instead, yeah, I like that idea. I'm going to build 4 track. All right, so here we go. Hey, Sweater Mike's here. All right, cool.
Speak of the sweater.
Speak of the sweater, and he arrives. All right, so here we go. We're going to build 1, 2, 3, 4 track. So let's move this out of the way. This card I used for bidding, so that is no longer in my hand. So we are going to bid, or we are going to play 2. And we're building to a residential. So 3, 4 track, and a residential. So that's no stress. So that 2, 3, 4 track, building to a residential. So I get 0 stress, but that used a whole lot of cards to do so. So we discard, and a rail worker, because I'll forget otherwise. So now we go out here and let's see where we're building. All right, so we are going to go 1, 2, no, wait, we're going to change that. we're going to go un, deux, trois, quatre. I mean, we are in Paris, right? I'm trying.
Oui.
I'll
Yeah.
Bien said.
All right, so there's my 4-track that I've built, and that is the end of my first action. Matt, it is your honor, sir.
They keep talking about Food Chain. I'm gonna have to play it this weekend.
Way to keep it on topic, Rob. Good job. So I'm curious, for those of you at home that are watching on either a tablet or a monitor, if you have it full screen, can you actually read the chat? Because I had to shrink it way down to make sure. Oh, you know what we forgot? Where were you, Peanut Gallery?
Oh yeah, show the next 4.
So,
Oh.
so this is so people can see what's coming. All right. Oh my. These are not preceded. This was random. All right. So real quick, before Matt takes his turn, if you will, this void card. Notice that the magnetic strip on it here is busted. This is literally a dead card. This is like just like trash in like other deck builders.
Yeah.
It is a useless card. This symbol down here, it means that the moment you pick it up the very first time when you win it at the auction, you discard another card. It cannot be this card immediately. If you have this in your hand, though, at any subsequent point, it's just a dead card. This one adds 1 stress whenever you get it, remove it from your hand. It also costs you $3, and it only has a magnetic strip. And these two have parcels.
That one does not remove 1 stress. That
That
gives
adds
you
a
1
stress.
stress.
Exactly right. So this is a double whammy. This is arguably the worst card in the deck, and this one is just clutters your hand. Okay, cool. I can read it on my laptop at full screen, but I cannot type. Yeah, we know that, Daniel. You can't talk either, so that's okay. It's a good thing you're not in marketing, right? Okay, and
That's not the one.
also remember that if you're not at 1080p 60 while you're watching this live, or 1080p later, do so, and that should definitely help with everything being clear. All the cameras are pretty good, so that should help, guys and gals.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Oh, and night gaming mode on YouTube helps. Okay, good, cool. Yeah, the second auction is going to be
Yeah,
2
it's
people.
gonna
Whoever
be-
finishes 3rd and 4th, gonna suck.
It's going to be something.
I stalled all that time, man.
I know.
I know, right?
I'm gonna
You
go
can't
ahead.
see that.
Yeah. It's up here. I'm gonna upgrade C1 to the industrial building.
Okay, so he's going to increase. Now, one other thing I did not talk about was, let me see that if I can real quick so I can show folks. The industrial upgrades or buildings, when you build them, gives you this, which says your hand size becomes whatever it is. If you build a subsequent industrial, it then flips over and goes to 9. However, in Paris, there's only 1 industrial, so this is the only one. So Matt, it's 8. Everyone else's hand size is 7. All right, so we added a passenger onto this. He built the building, and did you get your point?
I get a point.
Matt's running away with this thing, or apparently I am.
Yep.
Oh, I'm usually orange.
No worries. There's no yellow, so.
Yeah.
Pink, though. I'm a big fan, because how often do you get a chance to play pink? Adrian, 2 actions.
All right, so let's make sure that I understand how we're going to do this.
Okay.
So I'm going
Take
to
these
start off. Let's see. I'm going to start off with these 2.
Roger that, Lori. Thanks.
I'm going to play
2 magnetic strips.
because
Okay.
you don't need a destination when you ship only along the river.
Only on,
correct?
And let me be crystal clear on this to make sure. Okay. Note, the riverboat only stops at buildings. It does not stop at parcels. In order for a passenger to take the riverboat, you must use 1 magnetic strip per link. However, if the passenger uses nothing but riverboat links, you do not need a destination action icon. Only for boat links may you reuse a magnetic strip. But this increases your stress, etc. Okay, so yes, to answer your question.
Okay, so I'm going to play these 2 cards with their
Okay.
2 magnetic strips.
Okay,
And I'm going to take this little guy here.
okay.
And I'm going to go 1, 2,
All right, so
to hit commercial.
first things first. Well, it says for each river link the passenger traverses, the delivering player earns 1 HP, so you get 2 points.
So
For
2 points,
green.
please.
You get the bonus for the commercial building, which in this case, commercial buildings are, you're going to get a stress
Yep.
because you went to work,
Bloop.
even if you did travel along the water bus. And you either get a ticket book or 5 cheese, sir. Ha, Paris. Cheese.
We
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
That's a little wine to go with your cheese.
I will take a ticket book.
Are you sure?
question mark.
That was not a good
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, and then...
No, I'll take the 5.
Okay,
Changed my mind.
so he gets $5. Then for every link the passenger traversed, he gets another $5. So he gets a total of 15. 5 for delivering there, and then 5, 10. Cool. That makes sense. That
Yep.
clear? Everyone bueno?
Okay. So that was my first action.
Yes. And now you get second action because it's the second half of the
Yep.
turn.
I'm going to play these 2 magnetic books.
Seems a little selfish here.
And then I'm going to take a stress to use one of them a 3rd time because this guy's going to go 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
To
so
that
this
luxury.
okay, so he gets 3 points first off for that. Then he pays his money to take that because income is always after the bonus, which is really,
Correct.
really important.
Which I just earned $15. I'm going to turn that $15 in. And on my handy card, it tells me that earns me 5
5
points.
points. Cool. Then he's going to get 1, 2, 3, which is $15. But he couldn't have used the $15 he got to spend for the
Correct.
luxury. So if this one comes off, it goes out there. Well done, you cheat. Purple, you're up.
Okay. Let's see.
You say clever, James. I say cheat.
No one can cross my track in that respect, James. What they can do, though, see, pink right here could. Let me see, Matt. Let me see
Here, I got
hand
one.
curves. Yeah,
Pink
well,
could. It would have to be pink's
yeah,
color.
yeah. Could go like that
Yeah.
to get out. So I now, and he also could come out this way, but pink cannot come out this way.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, so for my first action, I'm going to take 2 money.
Okay, so that she's essentially passing on her first action, but $2.
Right.
That's
And
probably
then,
important. $2, I gather.
then for my second, I'm going to use. Well, if I'm going like from here to here, that would be one. That would only be 1 strip, right?
You right. Well, you're just moving it one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be 1 magnetic strip.
So 1 magnetic
All right.
strip.
So delivering. Go ahead. You walk it
From
through.
here, the residence, along the river bus to that commercial.
So that's 1 point for purple. Then you get to do the commercial building.
I'm gonna get $5
Okay.
and
Fellas?
1 stress
Oh, sorry.
because I'm going to work and it's very stressful.
Correct. And then you get another $5 for taking
The water bus.
right,
Thank you.
and you discard that. That's your 2 actions.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now for me, I just realized I cannot do what I was trying to do. That's frustrating.
Thanks, Jason. I thought that was a pretty sweet little couple moves. And Zachary, like, sometimes if I'm first position, bidding $1 and seeing what everybody else bids works. It really depends on how much money you have, especially that opening one where you only start with 3 plus whatever's in your hand. That one can be really valuable. Like,
Got it. I think.
I don't know.
Maybe.
It's tricky.
Yes. But then, yeah. All right. All right. So here we go. So what I just looked at was that parcel where I built to was G2. So we're gonna go ahead and.
Talk it out.
All right, so I'm thinking about building a building here to be able to then put a passenger on that. But I only leave myself one magnetic strip, which I cannot reuse. So I cannot build that building that I want to do. That's frustrating. I needed one more track lay to be able to do what it is I'm trying to do, and what that is trying to build 2-track over here to the commercial building. So that's not going to work. I think the term is piss poor planning on my part. All right, well, let's go ahead and go long term, I guess, then. Instead, I will... It leaves myself no builds.
Daniel says do it.
Yeah, this is horrible, actually. Go ahead. No, you can read. You're fine. Wow, I'm really trying not to tank here, but
Hey, Asher, come on.
Asher wants in. Go lay down.
Okay.
Fix the drapes too.
Oh, yeah.
All right. You know what? I'm actually, for my first action, I'm going to just go ahead and deliver this using 2 magnetic strips. So I will go ahead and use those 2 magnetic strips to deliver him to the leisure building. So he will go 1, 2 there. We'll stand him up to show that he's delivered. So I'm going to get 2 points for orange, please. I will spend 0 money for the special ability I'm just delivered, and then I will get $10 from the bank for delivering him. Thank you. All right. Then for my second action, I could build track. Okay, so those cards are spent. I could build track with this, but I would then spend my only way to get another rail worker, and I would have no rail workers left. So you know what? I hate it, but I'm just going to get $2 for my second action. So there, and that's it. So now we go into Pink's turn.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Matt. See, that was a great save right there. All right.
So to build across the river is 2 extra on top of the river?
Right. So, for instance, if you're Pink, right?
Yes.
So if you wanted to build out here, it would be 1 to build there, 1 normal, then 2 more, so
Okay.
a total of 4, and then 5, and then 6 to get to the leisure.
Oh, it's 2 extra.
2 extra.
I thought it was 2. I thought it was like the mountain ranges in the regular game.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
No, 2 additional rails. So
Wow.
to build across, it's 3 rail.
Well,
So
plans are changing.
for 6,
Wow.
I'm going to build...
I think I may have actually just showed what Matt's doing.
No.
Okay, or not.
I'm going to go 3
Uh-huh.
plus
6.
6. Right there.
Oh, that's smart. Oh, look at you. That's clever, dude. Moving that down and then... Uh-huh.
So
Well done.
then I'm going to deliver one of those passengers.
Hold on. You paid your rail worker,
Yes.
and you also had to pay a destination for that.
Oh,
Either
right, of
a
course.
residential or a commercial in addition to that.
The residential right
There
there.
we go. So 6 rail. So that's... Here, help me out. Go ahead and count it out then, Matt, so folks can see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Right? And then the rail
Residential.
worker and the residential. Done. Good job. Well done.
Yeah,
That's
that was a good
clever.
play.
And Andrew, that's
He
Alvin
goes
with
over
the
here.
B as in boy. All right,
So-
that's one action. Wow, that was really well done.
And I will...
Yeah.
That was, wow, this is a clever map already. Digging it. And
He just
that's
in
fine.
there. And I'll use the magnetic strip here and the C here to deliver this guy to C. And
Really? I'm surprised you're sacrificing the money.
I need the card.
Ah, that's a good reason. Okay. So, first off, you get 1 point. Then you get the special ability, so you will get a stress for going to work.
Yep.
And then do you want the $5? Well, you said you needed a card, so
Mhm.
okay. And
I
then
will look at this one.
you will get 4 income for that, sir. For the 4 track.
Mhm.
All right. So while Matt decides, the rest of us can go ahead and do administration. So I'll go ahead and show you guys what I'm doing for my admin. I choose to play this card for the rail worker. So I will get my rail worker back. That's it, because I have no cards left. I'm done.
So, I anticipated taking a lot of stress through that turn, which is why I took the stress reduction card.
Okay.
So I'm going to spend the $3 because unfortunately this one has a penalty. Get the 2 to reduce stress because I was all the way up at 5 stress.
Already,
whereas
wow,
everybody
yeah.
else was down at like 1 and 2 or
Right,
you know.
yeah,
so
yeah.
that needed to happen.
I need
Okay.
3 money as well, please.
All right, here. There you go. So Amanda's playing those 2 to get the cash. You cannot play these cards in the meat of your actions to get cash. Only as part of the action or the auction. I'm sorry, or the administration.
You can also, and this is a rule I learned in my most recent play, when you go to leisure, you can use those from your hand to pay for leisure.
Good call. All right. So then, Matt, have you played any cards? Don't forget those. Are you discarding anything for your turn? No?
Nope.
Okay. So then we go into the end of the round, which is refill your hand first and foremost. And this will pick up speed as we go.
Yeah.
First round's just obviously going to be slow. So 1, 2, 3.
Matt now has a hand size of 8, which I'm pretty jealous about.
Right?
Yep.
And then no one's going to be pegged out on stress, so we don't need to worry about that. New passengers arrive. So in all commercial buildings, they fill up. So this will go away. That'll go, actually, we can just put that out of play over here. Commercial buildings, we have 1 here, and that's it.
Yep.
So there we go. That's the only one that fills. We go into round 2, rinse and repeat. Remember, 2 crappy cards, 2 parcels. So J3 is going to be over there. J3 is right here, and D5 is right here. So those are the parcels that are available. Adrian, it is your honor, sir.
Yeah, honor. That's what it is. Let's start with... So earlier I was talking about how first player going 1 is not always the best idea. I think in this situation, it is going to be the best. I'm
Okay.
going to go 1.
All right. So everybody moves up here and goes 1. Amanda?
3.
I'm going to go 7.
I'll pass.
Ooh, saving money. Thrifty. All right, so we begin again because Adrian is not the sole leader. Oh, take care, baby elephant. We'll talk to you later. Elincha. Good night. I saw that after the fact, Nathan. We're thinking the same. We're here.
I will go... I'll go 2.
This is what happens when I'm able to take a nap. I have a lot more energy. Amanda,
I
you're
don't
up.
know what that's like.
Sorry, I'll shut up now.
Not-
Caffeine, right? Do what you gotta
Yeah.
do.
They should pay me for this.
It's so refreshing.
Another sponsorship deal right there.
Right?
Brought to you by Carl's Jr.
Feel like a NASCAR driver.
Do 1.
Wow. All right. Well, I may have overshot a bit, but I'm going first. So I will go ahead and while they contemplate their next bids,
No,
I will.
because now it comes back around.
Well,
I go second.
I take my stress. That's all I'm showing.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. So now, green got away with it for $3 to go second. Purple then will go third. So orange, what would you like?
I think you match. I just now.
Yeah, that
realized.
was not even the undershirt. I mean, I thought
Just
went in.
noticed.
I choreographed.
Good
I
job.
tried to match what I usually play, but
Yeah, I
There's
did.
no red. I'm
I know.
sorry. All right. So I will actually go ahead and take. I really wanted J3, but so I'm gonna take J3.
Glory to Rome.
All
How about
right.
a marker?
Oh, good call. Thank you.
Well, I will clearly take D5.
I cannot choose the one clearly that is in front of you.
yeah, I'm gonna take.
Well, really, I'm really surprised at that because that only hurts you the first time you draw.
Yeah, but it eats up a.
Sure.
I already had a hand of
All
8,
right, so,
Yeah.
so you discard a card immediately when you take that, Matt.
so I do.
All right.
Sorry, that's a decision. That one.
Okay. That was really clever, Matt.
If anybody would like to deliver these on the river, please,
Right.
please go ahead.
Yeah,
Like
that opened
wouldn't
my
you?
eyes to stuff now. For sure. Like, clearly, for sure. Clearly, for sure. Yeah, go with it.
Totes.
So I need one. I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Either 5 or 3 builds. Okay. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be building either 3 here. I'm sorry, 3 here, or come around and come into the backside of 5
Ooh.
over to that. So the question is, I have a lot of track, as you guys can see, and I have 2 rail workers. So I want to, because every track that he travels is worth $1. So longer is better in this case, I feel like. So I'm actually going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could go as many as 7 if I wish. Actually, I could go 8. I think that might be a bit much. So we have 3 actions though. So we're definitely going to go those. So there's 2 or 3. And these are all singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 track there, and I'm going to use the residential, so that means I'm going to get 1 stress. So 5 track and the rail worker. So we will discard those. Put the rail worker up, 5 rail. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. Shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is. I think. 1, 2, 3. All right. Oh, wait a minute. I'm overthinking this. I'm sorry, guys. Here. We'll start it here. So there's 1. I'm sorry. 1, 2.
Being a real jerk with the track, Edward.
It's all about points. 3, 4, 5. And if you don't like it, bid more. So there's my 5. Played the residential for one end of it. I could have also played G2 if I wanted, but I elected not to. The turn of the orange player is complete. There you go. Green, you're up.
I don't want to. All right, I'm going to build track as well. Let's do. That won't work.
Planning the game. Although you could say that about a lot of the games that we play.
Indeed.
It's amazing what a difference having the AC on makes in here with all the lights. A lot cooler. It's still warm, but a lot cooler, right?
Yeah.
Which part, Michael, on the well side? Playing better? Or planning
Bid-
the
bid
game?
higher.
Or bid higher? Right.
That's what I was thinking he was referring to. Yes, these are all things that I should have done. Oh, this hurts.
Oh, okay. Andrew Smith says, FYI, there may or may not be 2 of the New York/Paris maps still available in stock on AV's site. There were 3, but then he checked out. And like that, it sold out. Yeah, this
Wow,
is pretty
this is-
clever. I dig this.
This is frustrating.
So
what
think
this
it out.
is.
Think it out loud.
So basically, for what I want to do with my cards, I've run into a situation where I want to build track maybe for some of my parcels, but then I also want to turn some of those parcels into buildings. You can't do both in the same turn. So it's kind of trying to decide which way to do that to maximize my ability to play here and actually maybe score some points or get some money this round. And I'm not seeing many options. Yeah, wow.
Jacob says, one of my favorite heavy cardboard quotes. Play better.
Glory to Rome.
We need a chalkboard up here where I can just...
Ding!
GTR slash. You have to do it in Roman numerals though.
That's happening. There may be a difference when we go live with Clay from Capstone tomorrow. Just FYI, there may be something new.
We are going to Michael's tomorrow.
Just
See,
saying.
because that won't work either. Wow.
So we did promise that we weren't going to tank forever.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's an Albin Viard game. You can't help
You
yourself.
can't help it, man.
So we all get 1 tank. You
I've
tanked.
already had my one.
I did.
Adrian's
I'm
getting their
currently
I technically
taking
did.
full advantage of my one.
This is
Wow.
awesome.
Abrams or Panzer?
Right? We're actually going to timestamp.
I don't like doing this, but I'm gonna have to. Congratulations, Matt. I am going to play that
Oh,
card.
he's going to deliver on Matt's rail, I assume. as
Yep.
well.
And I am going to play this one.
That was subtle, Amanda, but I saw it. Amanda's just shaking her head like...
So I'm playing that one for the commercial building, that one for the track. Send a guy to commercial.
All right, so now, pink gets 1 point, meaning Matt gets the point.
Yeah.
Adrian
very
gets the
frustrating.
special ability for the commercial.
Which I'm going to take cards.
Okay. And then Adrian owes Matt $4 for traveling on that rail. So it does not come from the bank. That comes from Adrian's pocket.
And
Yes.
we appreciate it.
I'm sure you do.
Deposit at the bank of Matt. That's his one action. So that is green. Purple, you are up. Yeah, we're so getting a chalkboard. Got to figure out where it's going to go, though.
I think that space right there.
Right.
Just, yep.
Right here?
That
Yeah, because
right
you can
there.
always see that, right?
Yep.
I like that. On the special abilities available, sure. While Amanda's thinking here, I'll go ahead and bring the camera over here so I can show you guys. All right, so there are 4 special abilities for residential buildings when you deliver there. And actually, here I will do it this way so you guys can see it. I'll try and keep it steady. Oh, golly, I am horrible at... There we go. The green building is residential. It lowers your stress 1. The blue is commercial. it's going to work, so it increases your stress one, but you either get $5 or the ticket book, but you always get the stress. The industrial, which is yellow, you always get a stress because you're going to work. And you get a rail worker to a maximum of 2, playing on this side of the tableaus, not the hard side. And then the leisure buildings are, you can buy victory points, which happens before you get income for the tracks that you bought. So hopefully that helps, Daniel, and for everybody else. Cool. All right. Good. All right. So Amanda is taking her one.
Fully agree.
This is fantastic.
Wow, I really don't like your track placement head.
Oh, me?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah, that's.
Said no one ever.
Yeah, you're not.
Oh.
Yeah, by the way, Rob is actually not the moderator tonight. Phoebe, his pet spider, is moderating tonight. So Phoebe, thank you very much.
8 letters at a time,
Right?
as long as they're different.
Right.
I hate this game.
And for those that don't know, that is a very much a term of endearment for games for us.
I actually said that this past weekend playing Tramways. Said the exact same thing.
I hate this.
I hate this
Who
game.
designed this?
So I'm gonna do 2 right here. So there's my 2 to F3.
Yep. Yes, ma'am. Matt, you've had an hour, so
Yeah, I'm
should
good,
be ready to
actually.
rock and roll. Here
Um,
we go.
I don't know if it's good, but it's really cool. So I'm going to do it.
I did cool.
Hey, yeah, that works.
So, one more dude, and I'm going to put 6 track
No,
down.
keep going. Higher.
Higher.
There you go.
6 track, and I'm going to pay 3 to play this card to get
Okay.
it to the luxury.
Okay, and a rail worker, yeah.
Yep, I paid the rail worker.
Burn it with fire.
But Phoebe said hi, man.
Can I get...
Okay, you have to count in French, though. That's the rule. 1, 2 in French.
1, 2,
3.
glory to Rome. 3. Can I get 6 in there?
No, you can only do 5. If you, or wait, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, you can only get 5.
Yeah.
1, 2, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You could do and take a stress.
Or I've got another card I could play.
Or just
Let's-
take a stress.
Let's do 7. Now let's take stress.
Okay. So instead, and just to make the reach easier for you, sir. So that's 1, 2. I assume you're doing this. I need more curves and straights. 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, it does block out his other building parcel here.
It does.
However, yeah, no, it just blocks that
Yeah,
out.
there's no other industries.
Yeah, so yeah, it just blocks
But-
it out.
Unless somebody gets
If-
D3 and turns it into something he can pair it with.
Right. If there was an industrial available and he turned this into an industrial, that would become one big industrial, but there's only one of each outside of leisure. Sorry. All right. So did you get your 1 point for that, Matt?
What did he get?
Yeah, I don't get any points for that.
No, sorry. I'm
Just building
thinking
track.
Building,
I'm
right.
like,
You
wait,
just
why do
okay.
I get a point?
And you paid your rail worker, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So it's my turn. Let's get a move on here. So we're going to move this guy. He's going to go 1, 2 across the river, 3. Okay. So what do I need? Because that is not all river movement. He is going to need a destination. So we're going to play that that commercial there. We're going to play the ticket to get him moving, and then we're going to play the ticket on that commercial for 1 stress. So I have 2 magnetic strips and a destination, yeah? So we discard those. This one will go 1, 2, 3 points for orange, please. And then I get to do the commercial bonus, which is I will get a stress. Take my word, I'm up to 5 now. And actually, I'll go ahead and dig into a ticket book. I will go ahead and get this one, and we can look at these together. Don't tell anybody. Wow, I could make a case for all of those, actually. I'm leaning towards these 2 right off the bat. Because of that's going to help us for sure whenever we play that. Getting an extra rail worker to build track is always going to be beneficial. Because industrial is going to refill. Commercial doesn't yeah, I think I'm going to go a little short-sighted and go ahead and take that guy. So that goes into my hand. So these will come back out. We'll turn that one back up for everybody to look at. I already got my stress, and now we get my income. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus 5 across is 14. So let's see, there's 9. Can I get 5 more, please, fellas?
Wow, I've had all of it ready.
Oh,
for
okay,
you.
that's fine. Yeah, 14. Cool. There we go. That's my first action. For my second action now, yeah, why not? So for my second action, we're going to move this dude here. 1, 2, maybe 3, maybe 4. Either 3 here or 4 there to the leisure. So, because it's not all on the boats, I have to play a destination. There's the destination. So that's going to be 1 magnetic strip to get him moving, and then I'm going to play that magnetic strip as well. So it's going to be 1 additional stress because I'm using 2 actions on that. So that stress is now up to 8, and I will save this for the end of round stuff. So in that case, he's just going to go 1, 2, and then motorboat it over to there for 3 points for orange, please. Then for the leisure, that says here I have, let's see, we're looking at 15 plus 4. 15's good. We'll go ahead and spend $15 and get 5 points for orange. Spending these 15. 5 points for orange, please. To 13. And then, so we're going to get another $14 for that, which I have over here. I'll pay 15, throw back 1. And the turn of the orange player is complete. There we go. So there's my money. So I've spent these cards. I only have this card left for the end of the round. And we're good. Cool. All right. Cool. Thank you, Zachary. Forgot to do this again, guys. This is probably the thing we forget of all the rules.
Yeah.
This is the one thing
It's
that
the
we consistently
Same
forget.
here.
Okay, so not terrible cards there. This should happen at the end of the auction immediately. So Peanut Gallery, if you guys can help us remember, no terrible cards. Just means that there's going to be a lot.
Yeah, those last 2 rounds are going to hurt.
Cool, good call. All right. All right, so Green, you're up.
Yep. That is a thing that I am. I am going to...
All right, Cock Bongo, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it. Sleep well. He's still betting on Amanda.
I don't know about
Amanda
that.
has the perpetual, I love this game look in her face. Or pose. This is actually the look that I talked about in the top 6. When I went up to the table of everybody playing Kepler 3042, everybody was like that. I'm like, oh, I got to check this game out.
All right. Let's just do things, right? That's what you do.
How can
do
you tell heavy
things.
gamers at a con? They always got this red line right here.
I am going to take a stress to do 2 actions on here. I am going to build, and I am going to build on I number 1.
No,
That's
not
J.
it.
I
Yeah,
is
it
down there. I believe, what would I like to put there?
Anything but industrial, sir.
Correct. I would like to put an industrial there because that hand size would be fantastic right about now. I'm going to put commercial down there.
All right. So we add a passenger. You get 1 point for green.
Yep.
It's funny. We've played so many times on a live stream. Continue. It's
Yeah.
Your, it's your
Oh, yeah, I get the
I'm
second
so
part.
used to turning everything as if the camera's there, even when we're playing when there's no camera.
Yeah.
And I've actually gotten into the habit of over talking about my turns.
And then I suppose.
So I appreciate your patience,
Wow.
local friends o' mine. How's your head? All right. I'm sorry, kiddo. Thanks for being a trooper.
Everything I want to do, I don't have the stuff to do. It's very frustrating.
But that's a good thing, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Sorry.
See, I can't do that. That's not going to work for what I want.
So while you're thinking here,
Tanking.
just curious, does this work for the card holder down here for you guys to be able to see all the cards and everything on display? Does that work real well for y'all? Just curious, because if so, then that's how we're going to start doing this for my Tableau for card games like this. So let me know, please.
All right, I need money, and I think this is a reasonable way to go about getting some. I'm going to deliver to residential.
So he gets 1 stress for that,
I am going to spend.
or spend another.
Well, because I'm going to have
card.
to spend other cards, yeah.
Okay.
I will spend this card for that, and then I'll spend these other 2 for the ferry.
Okay.
I will spend. Oh, because you can't use stress if you don't ship along water the whole way, right? To keep reusing those.
Let me double check.
I believe
just to
the
be
wording
clear.
you
Okay,
can't.
so here we go. In order for a passenger to take the riverboat, you must use a magnetic strip per link. However, if the passenger uses nothing but riverboat links, you do not need a destination. Only for boat links may you reuse a magnetic strip, but you increase your stress. So yes, you can use 1 magnetic strip for multiple links on the boat, but you're going to pay a stress. You just cannot use the same magnetic strip for land travel to then use for boat travel. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay.
So that actually it wouldn't have mattered because what I could have done is I could have then said that I was using this ticket and a stress for this and then these 2 for the boat. So it would have worked out the same. I'm going to take
Okay.
1 stress
Okay.
and I'm going to send this guy to go 1, 2, 2. So he's going to there.
Okay, for no stress.
Exactly. It ends up being
No
Stress neutral.
All right, so he uses 1 ticket to get him to here, and then he uses another ticket to get him to there, then the other ticket for the residential for the destination because it was not all boat traffic. So you're good, no stress.
Oh, yeah, so then I actually lose 1 stress for going to residential.
Correct. That's the special. Well, you'll get. Hold on. You'll get 2 points first,
Yeah.
and then you lose your stress, and then you're going to get 1, 2, 3 plus 5 is 8 doll hairs, sir. Purple, you're up.
I'm going to build a luxury Indy 4. Leisure, whatever. Never
All right,
can
so
remember.
there
Right.
and D4, good to go. Cool, and you get 1 point for purple, please. That's 1 action, man.
Okay.
And good, I'm glad. It's not just the card holder. I'm talking about specifically the location of it down here at the bottom of my tableau, that you guys can see the cards, okay? Well enough like that.
I can see the cards just fine.
Okay, thank you.
I can see it from here.
Well, that means if I still beat y'all after looking at it, I'm just saying.
Then I'll blame the crappy random draft I got at the beginning.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah. perfectly fine. We have
Everyone-
excuses for everything. right now.
Everyone has built-in excuses. Awesome. All right.
Correct.
Absolutely. Okay, then let's see. I'm just gonna deliver to get some money.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do here to here. So 1, 2. I need 2.
Magnetic
Magnetic
strips.
strips.
You do not need a destination because it's
Right.
all river.
Right.
Yep, you got that.
So there's my 2.
All right.
1, 2.
No, that's 3. It stops here. It goes 1, 2, 3.
Oh, my bad.
That's
1,
actually
2,
more
3.
beneficial
It is
for
more
you.
beneficial.
You either get a stress.
I'll get a
or-
stress.
Okay, so she takes 1 stress. So you're going to get 1, 2, 3 points for purple, Matt.
That's not a luxury. That's
Doesn't
just
need to
Doesn't
be.
matter.
doesn't need to be. It's all in the river. Never
Right.
mind.
3 points, please, for purple.
Thank you.
All right, and now anything for leisure? Are you going to pay any money for that?
No.
None?
Well, wait. I have. Sure, I'll do 10 for
Okay.
4 points.
4 points for purple?
And then I get 15, yes?
Correct. Yep.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's well done.
Thanks.
All right,
Okay,
so
done.
that's both your actions.
Yep.
Pink, you're up, Matt.
All right. So
Okay.
even if you're using
Thanks
rail,
for
you
the
can
feedback,
use
guys.
stress to get the extra
Yeah.
the extra magnetic strip.
Let me clarify, just to be clear.
Mhm.
For instance, if you're going to move this
Well,
guy.
Let's go ahead and, for instance,
Okay, all right, go
I'm
ahead.
going to move this guy. Oops.
Gotcha. You're good.
Through here to here.
Okay, so in that case, you would need 1 to get him moving.
Okay.
Okay, 1 strip to get him to there,
Mhm.
as well as to get him to there. However, you need 2 more magnetic strips to get him to
She
that.
just put that building there. Crap.
So now you can use 1 more magnetic strip. You cannot use that one. You must use a different one,
Okay.
and then you can get 1 more
Okay.
stress for it. So just to run through. So you're using the residential and that magnetic strip. So that's going to be 1 stress.
I may do this differently then.
Okay. All right. Is that making sense though?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Bring him back down here.
No, I'm still going to do it that way after all that. All right.
Further up.
So yeah, residential, magnetic strip, and twice. So I'll get a stress for that.
No. Hold on.
No.
The residential and the magnetic strip
To get 'em going.
moving. So
Mhm.
that's 1 stress.
Yep.
Then this is for the boats.
Yep.
1 and then a second stress to get it to for both stops. So he goes there on the residential and that magnetic strip.
Mhm.
Then to get him to there,
It's
you
just
use
the
that.
just the regular one.
And then to get him to there, you use that again, which is 1 more stress. So that's
Does
why
it take
it's 2
Does it take
stress.
1 stress for the first
for
one?
every stop?
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Didn't know
And
that.
then that is already covered with what you got moving.
All
So
right.
you're good to go. All right. So you actually only take 1 stress net. Okay.
Really?
There. That goes away. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 bucks.
So, 1, you can unmute me, but 2, it would actually be more beneficial for you.
Hold on. Start over.
Well, it'd be another stress, but you'd get an extra buck if you went to that one.
To where?
Along the river.
Oh.
If you kept going along the river.
He's right, because this is 4.
Or that
That'd be
would
5.
be 5, but it would be 1 more stress for a buck.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, so take another buck. Cool. All right, good. So that was 1 action, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. James, take care. My money's on Sweater Mike.
It's a safe bet.
Awesome.
Oh, that's right. He's a different one, so I can't do that guy. But I could do that one. So the destination is C.
Okay.
I'm going to use this twice because it's all in the river from there to there.
Oh, then you don't need the C.
Oh, right.
So you're just using the magnetic strip twice.
Sure.
So you get a stress for that.
Yeah.
Then you're going to get a stress for going to work for the commercial building.
Mm-hmm.
And so first off, you're going to get 2 victory points for pink.
Oh, and I got 3 for the last.
Oh, good.
Where
Did you not?
did that person come from? There wasn't one there.
Did somebody deliver?
I think-
Amanda, did you?
Oh, you
that?
delivered it
Did
there.
I deliver it there and
Yeah.
not pull it back?
Okay, so hold
Never
on.
mind.
You should be at 6.
Yeah, I
For
should
the
be at
last-
6.
Okay, so now let's start.
While
that
he's
over.
rethinking, Randall had a question there about.
So can you use your first ticket to continue later down the canal for the next links on land? Okay, as I understand the rules, as best as I understand this, okay? On a normal move, say if Matt were moving, imagine this had a luxury stop on it. He has to use a magnetic strip to get the passenger moving, and he delivers to the leisure.
Mhm.
That's normal, just like any other tramways map. However, you need a separate magnetic strip to move along the river. You do not need an additional land magnetic strip because you've already used that for land travel, so you're good. It's just one magnetic strip per water travel. That's how I understand.
That's the way I think of it. It's like a daily train ticket because you're traveling on the tram.
Right.
But then halfway along your trip, you get off at the train station, you jump on the ferry, use a couple ferry tickets to get down to the next train station, jump back on.
And then, and you
But you
already
still
have
have
your
your day
still have
pass.
your day
Mhm.
pass for your train ticket. Exactly. That's a good way to describe it.
I think we all just need to live in Paris for a little while to get the hang of it.
Get understand what's going
Yep.
on.
All right, so I will, since I don't need a destination,
I
Right.
disapprove.
I'll move this guy to here.
Okay, so you're going to get 1 point for that.
It's 2 because there's a building here.
A good call. So 2 points. You're going to get a stress because it's using that magnetic strip twice.
Mhm.
Then you pay for your leisure for whatever you want to use it as.
Yeah, and I've got some money here. So what
My
do I want?
my guess is 6 points for $21, but I don't know.
How about? I don't use it all, do I?
Well, think about it this way: the cards that are coming out the next auction, they're all okay. So that's how I judged how much money
Yeah,
I
and
wanted to.
That's a
spend.
good point. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 7 points.
All right, so he's going the whole kit and caboodle for $28. So 7 points puts him at 14 and
'Cause
in
I'm-
the lead.
Because I'm going to get 10.
And then he gets 2 stops, which is $10. So, moral of the story of this map: abuse the hell out of the river.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay,
man, it
got
makes you money.
All right, so now we go into the administrative step. So for me, for administration, I'm going to play this just to reduce my stress 1 step. And that spends that card, and that's all. Amanda, you're getting $4, right?
Correct.
Okay, go ahead. What are y'all getting?
I got a rail worker and $5.
Okay. Matt?
I got nothing.
And he kept a card.
Yeah. Can you
All right.
guess which one that might be?
Oh, I have a fair guess as to what that is. All right, so now everybody gets their cards. So again, I must take everything that's in my deck. So that will be there, and then I'll shuffle and get 6 more. No one's pegged out on stress, and then more passengers arrive. Don't do that yet. Wait, yeah, there is 1. So
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those go there. So for those that have not played this, is this and I'm not saying the Paris map, I'm saying tramways as a general rule. Does that make sense? And for those that haven't played Paris, is this making sense? So that's my hand for the next turn. Now we need to finish this, which is all industrial. Come out. The only industrial that does not have one is that, because that one hasn't moved. We go into round 3.
You guys feel free to steal that one from me.
Yeah.
All right, so then we begin the auction, starting with orange. So money's open information. How much does everybody have? I have 18.
18.
10.
21.
Okay. I'll go 1.
2.
It's customary to allow the first player to actually finish his before you bid. No, all right, Amanda.
3.
I'm making up for my long turn that's coming.
No,
by
well
being
done.
really
All right,
short
cool.
with the
All
turns
right, yeah.
now.
Good job.
I will pass.
Okay, so Matt passes. Yeah, I'm good with that. There.
Works for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. Amanda got her stress already. It is your honor to choose, Amanda. I'm going to draw 4 new cards as soon as we do this, so I'm going to hold
Hold
these.
them. Good job. I'm gonna get this one. And D2.
Okay. Green? I know which I would like. Thank you. I will take
You're welcome.
D3.
I'm not happy about it.
Do I want D? Hold on. Yeah, it allows me to build a building. Matt, would you like that?
Sure.
Okay, so here's the new 4 for next round. Wow, this has been a kindly
Last
gentler.
round's gonna be fun.
Okay, this one's going to cost $2, but not horrible.
I mean, some cards came out because those cards went in.
Well, yeah,
so
and some cards like the void already has come out. One
Well,
of the
there,
voids have already
one
come
of
out.
there are multiples, but you
They
don't
might not
use
be in the
all
deck.
of the
Yeah,
game.
they
or
might not be
all
in
the
the deck.
cards.
We might
exactly.
have a nice.
yeah, the more open spots you have here, the less chances that they're going
Correct,
to be in.
because
there, so.
all the parcels are in this game.
Yeah.
On this map. Purple. You're up.
Actually-
Your first turn. Okay, good. Andrew says I haven't played Tramways yet at all. Plan to on Thursday. This is very helpful. Rabid Duck, be careful of him. But outside of that, said never played. I'm starting to grasp it. Some parts are fuzzy, but I haven't even read the rule book yet. Well, this should make the rule book a lot easier to get through, which is
Yes.
the whole kind of main reason for doing this,
Right.
right? It should make the getting through the rule book a breeze now. Andrew says I have watched your older Tramways playthrough. Hopefully, we tell everybody, hey, go watch this one instead. Are those your cards from last turn?
Mm-hmm.
You had enough to where you didn't need to shuffle.
I had to shuffle my entire deck,
Throw them in your discard.
so I just bought. Well, that's fine.
Yeah, it's not that big a deal.
Well, I mean, I might have liked some of those.
Oh, well then go for it.
Nah, it's fine.
As long as it isn't going to mess up your planning, go ahead and do it right then.
Go.
Oh, good. Appreciate you saying as much, Zachary. Thank you. I'm sorry. Whose turn is it, Dave? It's funny. I say that Banker Dave. We
Yeah.
used to give a hard time about taking a long time, tanking 18 on his turn.
He seems to have gotten better.
He has. He's apparently though has given it to y'all.
It's contagious.
It's this game, man. Alvin put out a doozy.
Okay, let's do. I see.
So
There's that little lip in there.
Yeah.
yeah, the
We're getting new
Londer
ones.
or Lone Doctor. Where are you and what's your name? Because I'm tired of trying to guess what that is. Is it Tony? I can't remember.
Okay. I'm gonna do 2 rails coming from D1. And a
Okay.
rail worker.
All right. Green, you're up.
All right. So last turn I had all the track, but no locations. This time I've got all the locations I need.
And
I'm
no
a
track.
little tight on track. But we're gonna be able to make do, and that's the important part, right?
Yep. Jacob makes a good point that so much of the map stays empty in this so far. I mean, we're halfway through the game.
Yeah.
So, but you were just abusing. Plus, you notice there's a lot less worker or passengers now. People are going to have to start building track
Doing
to
other
get
things,
access
yep.
to other stuff.
So I'm going to take a stress because I'm going to use J1 and then 1, 2, 3, 4 track.
Okay, so that's one stress, right?
Yep. Which I think I don't know. 2. As
Hey.
much as I'd like to get all snaky and crazy with my track, I don't got
You're a
enough of
little
it.
thin on track.
I'm a little thin. I love to just S curved all the way up there.
Who
But
would do that?
I don't know. But yeah, so that's
Actually, I actually hurt myself by this. Actually, now, by doing this.
Yeah.
All right. So you discarded your rail worker as well.
I did.
Yeah, these
Okay.
little curves are the dirtiest pieces in the game.
They are. Well, see, now the problem is I can't build out this way to go to there.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's what I'm saying.
We're all really torn up about it, Edward.
Yeah. Feel terrible.
Right. Okay. do that, he'll immediately take him. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. I was thinking about building my track out here from that, but if I
Yeah.
do that, there's
He's
no
gone.
way Manilov's going to take that because it's only one action. So, never mind. All right, so I do want access though. Wow, I really kind of screwed myself a little bit over here. Mostly by this track over here. Had I just come in right there, I would give myself access to over there. Glory to Rome to myself.
I was just gonna ask, can you glory to Rome yourself?
I think so. And I can't build through H2 because I don't own that parcel, and I have not seen it come out yet.
Which means it will be out next turn. Next.
However, there is a G3. All right. No one saw that.
Luckily, you dumped them all, so we couldn't remember all of them.
Right. There's only so much that you guys could actually take a look at. All right. So on my turn, I'm going to build. I have one rail worker, which is unfortunate. We're going to rectify that for the next term. But, all right. So we're going to build 3 track. And we need either commercial or an industrial. So we'll use the commercial and 3 track. So that'll be. Oh, wait a minute. I'm forgetting about arguably the most important thing that you can do in this case, and that is build a building. So actually, I'm looking at G2. I do have G2. G2 is going to build a building instead of all of that. So I'm going to build a building on G2. And honestly, I really don't care what it is.
You kind of do.
Kinda.
You don't want a residential there.
I mean, that just means I can't deliver to it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't hurt me. Whereas when residential refills here, yeah, actually we
Yeah,
do
I
want a
understand.
residential.
True.
So I will
Throw an extra one in the
oh,
game.
flip that over for me. Hook that up. That's going to be 1 point for orange. This immediately goes into my hand, which is all of a sudden those cards that just have tickets become a lot more valuable on this map.
Yeah, they
right?
do.
So, okay. So I've spent these 2 cards, and that's the end of orange's turn. Purple, it is your honor. I'm sorry,
No, it's
pink.
pink.
Sorry. Andrew says huge improvement in a short few months from the first play of Tramways to this one. Video quality especially. Great work. Thank you very much.
It's funny you talked about
Oh.
that a little bit at the beginning. Like it feels like it's been way longer.
It feels
than
like
4
it's
months since
been,
y'all
it's been
started
2
this.
years.
Yeah.
It legitimately feels that long.
Like-
Which is weird.
Like, because I started coming up right around the time you started doing live streams, and just how much you guys have progressed in that time is mind blowing. It's amazing.
I just don't know how to do anything that fast. That's really what it is.
You know
That,
how-
and honestly,
You know how to spend money real good.
thanks, patrons. Yeah, we're still recouping, and will be for a while. So, all right, Matt, you're up.
I'm going to deliver that guy to the residential again. And so he's got one to get him going, then this one to get him to here. The question is, do I want to play another one or take a stress to go the rest of the way? I will take a stress to go the rest of the way
Okay,
because I'm
so
dropping
you're
back
going
down anyway.
One,
One
Two.
stress. Oh, one stress, 2 stress.
3,
And then,
4.
yes.
Okay. So you need a residential card and a ticket to get going, which
Yeah.
you've done that. Good. So that's 1 stress. Then you need 1, good, and then 1, 2. So 3 stress
I
total.
think I will go here and not take that 3rd stress and get 4
2
bucks.
stress.
So yeah, I took that already
Okay, and you drop it.
because I went to the residential.
Right. You get 4 points for pink. I got you. And then you're going to get how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 bucks. And that was your delivery
Yep.
amount. There we go. Cool. That was your 1 action. Purple, 2 actions, ma'am. And the Lum doctor says, name's Matt and I live in Parker. Why have you not come up to a game day, dude? Seriously.
He lives in Parker. It's basically Utah. Or New Mexico, south. Parker's way south.
Dude,
That's what
I
was
used to
getting at.
work just north of
I know you
there.
did.
So it's like a 35-minute drive.
I go
mean,
past Parker on my way to work.
Right, seriously. So, dude. And yes, another Matt. So maybe he shouldn't come.
So why aren't you coming to my game nights, Matt?
Maybe he likes peace and quiet.
Then I could be. Playing in a brewery with 50 other people is not everybody's bag of tea.
I totally
Cup
need to
of
go
tea.
do that again, by the way, because I need some beer and games at some point, and I don't care about the noise.
Or
Just they keep scheduling things for Wednesday nights.
Sorry. Wait, you're off the hook tomorrow.
Well, there you go. We're at Barrels. They just had their 2-year, 3-year anniversary. They're a real good brewery.
I'm gonna get $2. And I already got it. And I don't want to deliver.
Mario brings up the good point. The main reason why you want to upgrade buildings is you put in new passengers,
Yeah.
which is the key, really. The 3 points, nice. Sure, it's 3 points. Nothing to sneeze at.
No,
but,
it's not.
But adding a new passenger, only if it's empty, though.
And then I guess I will build 2 rail somewhere. Because I.
2 rail, a rail worker, and a destination.
Or a rail.
Amanda gets a pass tonight, guys. She is being a pretty big trooper. She's got a migraine right now, so I'm not making an excuse for her, but kinda I am. And I'm her husband, so I can get away with that. So yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
I could imagine trying to play this game with a migraine.
I can't imagine.
It's pretty amazing.
I can't imagine, and could have stopped there.
Yeah.
Fair
enough.
Hold on, doing X.
Yes. With a
It
migraine.
isn't studying the back of my eyelids. So
I
yeah.
don't really. I don't even know if there's anywhere I can go.
Oh, he says he's not a driver. That makes sense. Okay then.
Yeah, I can't do that. So
You've got to be able to do
There-
something.
help me then.
You're purple, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you do have a rail worker. So, purple.
Steal that guy. It'll cost you 4, but
It'd be worth it just to hear the glory to Rome from Edward.
No, that's actually a good. I mean, she would
Yeah. It's a
pay,
good play,
she would
yeah.
pay me $4,
But I would
she
make
could
quite a
then, I mean,
Depending on what she has to
and
ship
she
it
gives
to,
me
yeah.
a point.
And
but-
she's got the money on hand.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, then let's do that. Okay, so then let's take him.
So you need a destination. Where are you bringing him?
Well, that's the problem. I don't have a destination.
Oh, you only got residential.
Right.
So that does not help you.
No,
no.
not at all.
Yeah,
I literally don't think I have anything that I can do.
You
can
you've got
build a partial
do you have
track.
do you have one of your parcel numbers?
I
Yeah,
have D2,
I could get you there.
There you go.
so I could deliver him to D2. No, he can't deliver to a parcel.
You
Yeah,
can
you can.
deliver to a parcel.
just don't
you
get
just
the-
don't get a bonus.
Oh,
That's it.
So
Yeah.
you could get all the points and money for
Okay.
shipping along your track.
okay. All right, so
So
then
you need a ticket
a
to
tic-
get them moving.
ticket to
That's
get him
So
interesting.
this actually becomes the first time that we can show this off here. All right, so she's delivering to a parcel, using this to get him moving, and then you need one
One.
more,
Just one more, right?
magnetic strip that you don't want to use.
Let's do this one.
Okay, all right. Okay, so she's using this magnetic strip to get him moving, so that gets him there.
Right.
Then this magnetic strip to go across the water bus, then D2. Bueno.
Okay.
So now, first things first, I get 1 point, orange.
Orange gets 1 point.
Then Amanda gets 1, 2, 3 points. Then she gets the bonus for D2, which
Which
if
is
the parcel
nothing.
is nothing. And then you're going to owe me $4.
I'll owe you
And
4.
because you have the $4, you continue to get
Right.
paid. So you'll get 5, 6, 7, $8 out of it.
Okay.
So you gave me a point and $4, but you got 3 points and
And
$8
8.
out of
That's
it.
pretty good. And that's another good point. You have to take that into consideration.
Like what you're going to get on the back end of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, not to mention, you're potentially denying him from making more,
Right.
shipping it wherever
Yeah.
he wanted to
Good
go.
tramway players build track. Great tramway players steal.
All right.
All right, thieves.
Adrian, you're up.
All right. I'm actually going to be quick this time. I am going to build to an industrial, and I'm going to take a stress to use the one track. So this little guy is going
Take
to
care, Andrew.
jump
Thanks.
right there.
And yes, I used to work down there.
Then I am going to. Oh, that's going to be unfortunate.
Hey, Jacob,
It's going to be unfortunate, but it's going to be worth it.
ask him to link to our channel, please.
I'm going to take a stress to use both of these again, which is going to put me at 13, and this is going to hurt, but I think it's going to be worth it in the end. I'm going to ship this guy to commercial. 1, 2 to commercial
Okay, so you get 2 points first.
for green. Then I do the commercial building, which is unfortunately gain a stress. I
Which-
get 21, which comes
He
right
drops
back
a
one.
point. So he just pinged off the
I
top.
think I need a stress card.
So stress card, when you say that to me, is the stuff that they used to give apparently recruits in boot camp after I got out. So everything's gotten softer, it seems, at least to a point. They had stress cards. Like, here we are in times of war, but you can't stress out recruits because if they hit a certain point, they have literally, they put their finger on it. And if they're a certain, and I'm like, are you kidding me? So when I hear stress card, that's, anyway. Sorry.
So
tangent.
then I get $5.
All right, cool.
And I took a card instead of the $5 for commercial, so
All right, so $5 because 5 pieces
your
of
card.
rail.
yeah,
There you
1,
go.
2, 3, 4, and then yes.
Good call, Amanda.
Thank you.
All right, so I am up for 2 actions. I no longer have access to the. Thank you.
All service.
The worker that was here because people. Well, I do have a rail worker.
Sorry, he had to go to a construction site.
It happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rail. I can't do that. Okay. All right. So check it out here. Yeah. So here we go. So we're gonna play these 4 rail and this industrial card to build that and the rail worker. So 4 rail, the industrial, and the rail worker. So let's clean these up. Those will go there, that'll go there. And here's why I'm doing this, is I'm building 4 rail. It's gonna be, sorry, 3 rail, right? 3 rail. Yeah, not 4 rail. Okay, 3 rail. So it's gonna, and this, and you are piece limited on rail. Deux and trois, please. Thank you. Merci.
It's a nice little loop there we've got going.
Right. They cannot travel back to the same place.
Yes.
Okay, FYI, that hasn't come up. But now we are actually going to go ahead and deliver to an industrial because I need a rail worker that I just used. So we're going to deliver to industrial. Yes. All right, there we go. So he will go 1 point for orange. I will do what the industrial is, which is get a rail worker and increase my stress 1. And then I will get $3. Wrong stack. There we go. Yep, add to the money, not take away. All right, so then Pink, you're up, Matt.
First thing is I'm going to upgrade my industrial building right there.
Okay. So 1 stress for you, sir.
Yep.
And
3 points.
3 points. And more importantly,
A person.
a person.
there you go.
And then I'm going to deliver him just like I did before.
Okay.
So I'm going to deliver him to the R
So
with
that's 1
this.
stress and $3. the $3 because
Yep.
$3. Okay, so that's going to be 1 stress. Then you need 1, 2 magnetic stripes.
Let me use these two.
There you go, and no more stress. So there you go. Whoop, whoop. That's 20. So reduce it 1 stress, and get $21.
Jeez, man.
And 3 points.
Fair point. Ha.
Me.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Is that for the upgrading? Your 3 points?
No, it's
3 points for the delivering.
1, 2, 3.
I got 3. Oh,
be
it should be
4.
4.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
You're pink.
I am. Oh,
You just moved that one 3
Shoot.
points. So that one
I
goes
did.
back. Yes. So that one goes
1,
7.
2, 3. Why so? Oh, and then 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, because you moved your orange for his
I
first
did.
3 as
Fair
well.
enough. All right.
Or he moved your orange.
Good enough. That's fine. All right. So that's the end of that.
they'll tell us if we screwed it up.
Yeah, Matt's
I have no doubt.
sitting real pretty.
Okay. So now, administration. For me, I will play that card to reduce my stress 1.
I'm going to reduce 2 stress.
Nice.
All right.
I'm gonna get a real
And-
worker.
I get these 2. Sorry, these 3.
And I also get 4 bucks.
Shuffle. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Not much color. Whew. That makes for kind of a tough decisions for this turn.
Things are going to start to
However,
really
the
hurt.
auction is going to be a whole lot different, I think, this turn. All right, so then everyone refilled your hand. Nobody is pegged out at stress.
Nope.
New passengers arrive. Oh,
Oh, wow.
golly. Here we go. Everything residential. So 1 there, 4 there, 1 there.
What's that?
Yep. Oh, I didn't even see this.
That's been hiding up there in that
Yeah.
corner.
That's the one that Daniel was talking about. Okay. Wow. Okay. New round, guys. Squirrel, you're
1.
up. And real quick, money update. I'm at 24, which
I had
pales.
24, and now I have 23.
Okay.
22.
40 what?
I have 20. Oh,
49.
49. All right. So
I think it's Matt's
Adrian?
wanted to go first. I will take 2.
let's see. Oh, dude, that's really clever. Something just dawned on me. Can I do it? Hold on. I need 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course. 6. I'm gonna go ahead and bid 5. Matt?
I will go 6.
Amanda?
Three.
Adrian? Where is G3, by the way? Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
One.
Four.
I'll go first.
Yep.
Yep. And Matt gets his stress. Purple.
Messed up.
You can bid 1, 2, or
Bid
4,
two.
or
I
pass.
can't. I can't bid 1 because
You can, right?
one.
Because you're not to. No one to the left of you has
Yeah.
bid 1. So there's 1.
4.
5. Now you cannot bid
I
one.
hate both of you people. Fine. Pass.
Adrian?
5.
Eight. How much cash you got?
10. So it's mine if I want it. It's just, do I want to pay that much for it?
Well, I do have cards.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
Paying a whole lot more than Matt did
Mm-hmm.
to be able to go second.
Yeah.
It's one of the best things about this auction.
Yep. Well, talk to me. What card do you want?
Well, the one I want, I think Matt's going to take.
Oh.
I want G3. I'm pretty sure Matt's going to take G3. There's a chance he won't. He doesn't really have anything else over there to connect to it.
Well, it's on the river.
But it's on the river, exactly.
But there's no rail built to G3, obviously, because it's a
Yeah, it's an empty
you know,
parcel.
right.
Yeah, so if you get it, you still have to put it. The only thing you can put on is a luxury building,
That is correct,
It would work.
or leisure even.
or whichever you prefer.
Right.
It would work real nice for me. 'Cause it'd be just a 1 connection there, and then it'd be a 4 connection there, and then I'd have this nice long train to bounce things along.
But if you think Matt's going to take it, why
Exactly.
are you trying to fight me for it?
Exactly.
Well, on something that you don't even think is going to be available. There is something in particular that I need that's out there. Obviously, because I'm willing to pay for it.
Clearly.
Right.
I'm gonna go 8.
I'll go third.
I paid a lot for that.
All right, Matt, choose.
Surprise me. Fantastic. Worth it.
Excuse me.
Which one you leave me with, baby?
I needed the extra rail. I needed the 1 rail. That's what I needed it for. Matt, you're up.
I chose correctly then. I just needed the eye.
Oh, yeah. All right, so the last 4 cards for the auction for next turn. Wow, this has been a... Oh, there's another void.
That's the
So,
worst one.
This is the
That
worst
is
one
the
because you
worst
immediately discard a card, and every time you want to get rid of this card out of your hand, which is a completely useless card, you must take a stress.
And I guess it is my turn to go first.
It is.
It is indeed.
Man, that's so frustrating. I cannot do what I want to do now.
Yeah, I will do. I do.
Spent a lot of money to not be able to do what I want to do, what I need to do.
I'm gonna upgrade that track.
Yeah.
Okay? Alright, so I got you.
Matt's gonna be rolling.
So that's going to be 3 points, Matt. And then Green, you're up.
All right, I am going to use, which one do I want to use? Let's use, I'm going to do that this turn. No, I'm not going to use that this turn. So I will do G3 and a rail.
Alright, done?
Done.
Discard those.
Shoot, I cannot do that.
What?
I don't have any rail workers.
Oh. I am so torn up about that, Adrian. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Let's back. Oh, we can't. Man, I'm sorry. Shoot.
All right. Well, brush it off. Instead, I'm going to ship commercial.
All right.
So this guy is going to go commercial, and so I've got a track. I'm going to need to also throw down.
One more ticket.
Yeah, just one more. Yeah, we'll do that one.
All right. So, yep.
1, 2.
All right. 2 points for green. Commercial. You take a stress, sir.
I do take a
And then
stress.
$5 or a ticket book. Maybe, might I suggest something that gives you a rail worker?
Perhaps. Luckily, there's
Yeah,
options.
they all
Yep.
do.
And then he's going to get $8 after you choose. So I'll go ahead and take my turn now. All right. Well, I can't do what I want to do, so we're going to make lemonade. So we're going to build 3 track. That's going to be 1, 2, 3 track. And it's got to be either to a residential or to a leisure. We'll go ahead and do the residential, and there's the rail worker. So we'll get rid of those. So 3 track. And again, you are piece limited, so if you don't have enough track, so sorry. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, no, that's fine. And our first cross. And this is okay that I built to this, even though it's Amanda's parcel, because it is no longer a parcel. It is now a building, and those do not have ownership per se. All right, so I am done. And now we're up to Amanda.
I'm gonna build leisure in D1.
Okay. So 1 point for purple. And the passenger on the leisure. Done. 2 actions. Matt, go for it.
All right, first one. Will that be the first one?
Yeah, the auctions in this are pretty devious and pretty brutal,
Very much so.
which is a great thing because also you're not only bidding for the cards, obviously, but you're also bidding for, as passengers get more scarce,
Yep.
to be first to use them.
Correct.
I'm delivering to the eye over there
Okay?
from here
Okay?
for that to get him going. And then I need, oh, actually, no, I need another one now. 'Cause now there's 2 buildings there.
Yep. So that is 1 stress, plus you need another 1, 2, 3 magnetic strips.
Alrighty. 1, 2, 3.
And you're going to get a total of 2 stress, 1 for using that card 2 symbols, and 1 for going to an industrial.
You know what? I will. Or will I?
This is
Yep,
killing
I will go ahead and just use the other one just to produce
Okay,
that
so
stress
no
1.
stress. All right, so you get 1 stress, which keeps him on the cusp. So you move. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points for pink to 33. And now you get to do the industrial, which is get a rail worker. Show Adrian how to do that. There you go. Okay, good. And now get your money.
Mark that. Thank you.
So this is 7.
All right, hold on. Explain why for folks.
Well, it's 7 because there's 7 pieces of track there,
Okay.
plus 3 because half rounded down.
Right, and like Age of Steam, it's never in your favor, so it's 10.
So it's 10.
You're saying it's rounded up?
Pretty sure it's rounded up.
I'm pretty sure you're, but let's say it's 10. Go ahead and do the rest of the math.
10, then 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29.
Well done. Rounded up, it is.
I'll take 30.
Yep, that is true. Good call. All right.
Those
Okay.
are both yours?
That was just one.
That was just one.
Okay, second action.
Devious.
I'm going to use this rail worker to build track somewhere, mainly for points later. Might as well connect my little guy down there.
Yeah.
Yep. So 2 track, rail worker,
You see that, Adrian? It's a rail worker.
right there.
Okay, and you need an industrial or I'm sorry, you need a residential or a
That
parcel.
won't work then, will it? On that? No, it won't.
So, Adrian, you want to show them what a residential
yeah.
tag looks like?
Never mind. I'll just keep that for later.
So, what are you doing for your second action?
I'm going to take 2 more bucks just to make matters worse.
Okay, Adrian, go.
All right. Well, so I'm gonna start off.
This is really
This
really
is
good.
hurting. This is all hurting a lot. I'm gonna ship residential. With a lot of hurt. Shoot.
A lot of pain.
What movie is it with the?
Pain. Loss and
Yeah.
pain.
It's one of my favorites.
Knight's Tale.
Knight's
It's
Tale.
not
Thank
gonna.
you. You get your answer.
It's not gonna work.
If you hit it, you lose the point.
Wait, what? Oh yeah, that's
Oh.
not a problem.
Wow.
I'm just wondering how high does the luxury go? Because it's
Oh.
dot dot dot.
I believe it's.
Because it goes to 55 and it goes to 55 in the book.
So it goes up, not 8, then 9, then 10, then 11, then 12, then 13.
Wow.
per
This
point.
is just not.
So
gonna be
it
pleasant,
would
is
be,
it?
it goes up 10, so it'd be 66, then 78, etc.
So not great.
So I actually don't need to play this for the R, because I'm going to do it on the river entirely. So
Okay.
this is a ticket book,
Okay. Or you.
This is a ticket
A
book.
magnetic strip.
a magnetic
right?
strip. 1, 2, 3 of them is what I need. So this will actually work out a little bit
Moving.
better.
1, 2, and 3.
Yep,
Okay.
precisely.
All right. So it's 3 points for green.
I get to take my stress down.
Okay, and you get $15. And he goes away.
Correct.
Okay. That's one action.
That is indeed one action. Then, and this is, you're going to love the symbols on these cards for what I'm about to do right now. I'm going to ship industrial, and I'm going to use that ticket book with both of my 2 rail workers there to go 1, 2 to industrial. So I go up a stress for the industrial, but I get a rail worker. I get 2 points for my 2 points of travel
do.
there, and then I earn another $5.
Okay. All right. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's worth 4. First, I will do that. I am 1 card short. That's frustrating. It's only a $2 difference. So, okay. So on my turn, we are going to deliver a passenger. We're going to deliver him to commercial. So if I do this, which gets him moving to commercial, so then I would need 1 more. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. So, commercial, ticket, or magnetic strip, and then 1 across the river. Okay, so that's what we're doing. It's less than ideal, but let's see how it works. So we're gonna move one of these guys. He's gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then across the river to 4. So 4 points for orange. Then commercial, I'm going to get a stress, and then I'm going to get. Oh, right. I will go ahead and take a ticket book, and I will take this one. for it being commercial, we will take that one, put that out for that ticket book. Then we get income. So we're looking at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus 5 is 17. That's better. Then, for my last magic trick, I'm going to deliver to Leisure, but all on one side of the river. So, I'll go ahead and take this, and we'll go 1, 2, and 3. So 3 points for orange. Then for Leisure, we will go ahead. Let's see, we have.
Start nerd.
So we'll go ahead and do 15 for 5 points there. So 15 goes away, 5 points. 5 to 28. And then I'm going to get income 5, 9, 10, 11, and 12 bucks back. And the turn of the orange player is complete. Squirrel, you're up. So is that making sense for those that are learning tramways? You get to see all the different delivery types, whether that's including river or not in that case.
3, 2, 3. Okay. I'm gonna build 3 rail, 2 a luxury,
Okay.
and spend $2 to get that out of my hand
Okay. And
with
then-
a rail worker.
Yep.
One,
Can you reach?
2,
Yeah.
3. I'm just very right-handed.
It's all right. I am very left-handed,
And
so
then
that works
we
out.
work out very well. Okay, then
I'm curious, what parcel is that? Do you have that in your hand?
nope.
All right.
Believe me, I've already looked.
Okay.
So then
Cool.
so
Thanks,
there's
Jeff.
yeah, I can't
Appreciate it. And
can't do
Matt,
that.
thank you.
Can't do that. I think this is once again I have to pass.
Really? So what do you have by way of deliveries?
Industrial.
Yeah, you probably don't want to do that, do you?
Nope. Don't want to get mad any more points than you
Oof.
already have.
All right. All right, that's the end of the round. Then discard any cards and then refill your hands.
Decrease stress.
I will discard my. Oh wait. So, hand size is 7. And then shuffle.
I
Okay.
think they're talking about Power Grid over there.
Yeah.
Expansion maps where it's at. If you,
Oh, I know.
actually
I
wanna
think they're
enjoy that
talking
game.
about Power Grid, the card.
Well,
game.
they're talking about both of them. Like that
Oh,
most
okay.
recent comment is they want to play with more players to have a bigger map, but then you're sitting there for hours on end.
Right.
Alternate maps.
All right. So now
put the, dudes on
refill
the-
your hand. Stress. No one's pegged out.
Nope.
Right. All right.
Amazingly.
So now, leisure guys come out. So. All right. So there is that. Then new auction, starting with Matt. And there is 1 really terrible card and 3 pretty good cards. So H2 is the last parcel over yonder.
And J4 down there.
Oh, good. You're Dur. Okay. You need rail workers in which to build track. I say
Got
that.
one.
I say that as a guy
You
who
also
doesn't.
need destinations or
if you complete
Yeah.
track, that is true.
You also
That-
need
your
track.
option.
That's been what's hurting me. Some people can build 4, 5, 6 track in a shot. 7.
I've heard of that.
Grabbing that triple track card at the beginning was
That was a good.
that helped. Let's say I'm gonna go 11.
Okay. Give me a marker. So Matt's going 11. Green.
I'll go 1.
I will go 2. Squirrel. How many stress are you at, Matt?
If I get that one, I'll be losing 1 point.
Oh, I like your chances, huh?
3.
3. All right, so that goes away. All right, so Matt gets first. He pings for the stress there and drops 1 point. Green, Adrian, you're up.
I will go. I'll go 4.
I'll go 8. Amanda is studying.
Nine.
I will also go 9.
Both you people suck.
Something 11's not looking so terrible.
I'll go 1.
Never does.
Amanda? This is so devious. That's why I feel like going out big as a start.
It can really work
can
well
really
for you.
work
Especially
out,
where
yeah.
we all know Matt has a ton of money, so it's like we're not going to get into a bidding war with him.
Amanda went
You
3.
just wait for me to go at it, get out of it. Cost me a point though.
So Amanda's got $9 left. I got $5 left. Oh, I keep getting into these bidding wars. These suck, dude.
It is one of the fun things about this game.
I don't think.
Did I say fun?
Yeah, I don't think fun. 3. No one can ever accuse Amanda and I as playing favorites in any game.
Pretty sure I'd never dream of it.
No, I know.
No. I've seen y'all play.
4.
I wasn't sure if you'd do it, but I think I'm SOL here. I have spent an ungodly amount of money to go last. Really? I have to. So I have to discard a card immediately because of this. Choose your card, Matt. Wow. No, it's $5 per step. Rabbit Duck. Yep, there you go. Zachary answered that. Well, while Matt's
I need one
studying-
with an R on it.
Alright, so I have to
Which
discard
one?
a card immediately that isn't this card. I will discard that one.
Where J4 is way down there on the end. H2 sucks.
Not if you're me.
Sucks
Glory
for
to
me.
Rome, Matt. Glory to Rome. H2 will also work for me.
Amanda. All right, cool. Matt, take your first action.
There.
Paid for the privilege of going last. Boy, did I. Ugh. Gross.
I think I'm just gonna. Take this guy to commercial.
Okay, so that's 1 point. You get a stress.
No.
Wait. You
You
went to commercial.
Commercial.
Oh,
versus
commercial.
stress.
So you lose a point. You $5 or I
Card.
take a book, and then you're gonna get $4. And Adrian, go and take your turn.
Yep.
The reason he lost the point is because he bumped up against the 21 on his tableau. Yeah, Christopher, the void's just a perk. Yeah. Whee! Like, a useless card that I have to get rid of that gives me a stress if I choose to. Ugh.
Glory to Rome. I mean, I don't like
I mean,
this
you
at all.
have 8 cards in front of you. You got to be able to figure out something, dude.
Shipping along the river's expensive.
It's just a ticket. It's just a magnetic strip is all it is.
So that's one. That's. Alright, let's do. Do I have? I don't have one of those. Man, that's unfortunate. Alright, yeah, this is not ideal. 2, 3. Let's do. 1, 2, 3 to go. 1, 2, 3. So I drop my stress down.
3 points for green, and you get $15. Amanda, you're up. All right. Hey, Rabbit Duck, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. Matt says nearly seems like the game that can cause table flippage over her. I agree. Yeah.
I've definitely had that feeling before.
Vince says I'm really enjoying these teach throughs. I'm thinking that that should be a thing that we call them, or you know, game day with heavy cardboard.
Ding.
Appreciate it though, Vince. Thank you. That's why we do them. Yeah, I'm so getting a chalkboard tomorrow, and it starts. You know what? I'm gonna look something up here. Normally I wouldn't do this in a minute, but I'm really curious since we're talking about it here. How many of these do we have? How many live streams have we done for the playthroughs? Does anybody know off the top of your head? Including
It's-
this one?
yeah.
It's getting close to 50.
It is. This is number 48. So I guess it's going to be starting on video number 49. The Glory to Rome tracker is going to be a thing.
Okay, I am gonna
I
spend.
mean, you could hold it off and unveil it at 50.
Yeah,
the grand 50.
We may,
Okay,
actually. All right.
so I'm gonna deliver to residential.
Glory to Rome, Amanda.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
So you're using one of these to
Correct.
get a
So
stress.
stress, but I'm going to residential, so 1 right back.
Okay, and 4 points for
I could have
purple.
afforded an extra ticket and done that.
Okay.
And then,
Wasn't
so
paying
that's
attention.
15.
5,
10,
10,
15 money.
20.
How much?
20?
How much?
5, 10, 15, 20.
Cool. All right, so for me, that kind of changes things. So it really sucks having to stop at the first one of a thing, whatever that thing is.
It does.
So yeah, let's just make it real easy for myself. And I'm going to... I'm just going to discard 2 tickets. We will actually discard those 2 for the strip, magnetic strips. And we'll just go, he's there
No,
though,
sorry,
right?
yeah.
1, 2. So 2 points for orange. I drop 1 stress down to 5 and I get $10. That's the end of the first round. Pink, take 2 actions.
All right. Yep, I'm just going to take that guy and deliver him along the river 1 to the R.
They can't see it.
Well, I don't want to take the stress though, because that doesn't make any sense.
If you're just going 1 space, you just need 1 ticket on
Oh,
the
just
river.
1 ticket, right?
This guy?
Yep. I actually don't
need
need
the R.
don't actually need the R,
You
So
just need
1
to take
point.
a look.
so I'll
I'll
use
take
this
it
guy
straight.
instead.
Okay. Drop your stress 1, get $5. That's 1 action. Second action.
Well, I will pay Edward $4, and we'll deliver it to residential again.
Right around.
Here's your
Yep.
$4.
All right. So first, do this in order.
Okay.
So ticket and residential. So you're delivering that there.
Mhm.
So you get 1 point.
You get 1 point.
No. Or I do. You're right. I get 1 point. Then you drop your stress 1. Then you pay me $4 because you traveled on my track, and that's that. Well,
I'd
a
really
point
like
and
to give anybody else
a
$4.
point and $4,
but
not ideal. I'll take it. All right. You know what you're not doing right now?
I spent my 1 building card not paying attention as a book. So I'm not also building. I'm not shipping people, and I'm not building buildings.
No, because there are no well, there's
There's
a
a
dude.
dude.
You can, hey, come on. Water's great. I don't have access to him. I cannot get access to him. I am nowhere near that corner.
Can't link him to anything useful.
I had to get my butt off at 21 though, because that was killing me.
Thank you, Rob. We definitely appreciate that. Yes, if folks are digging what we do, we definitely would appreciate the support on Patreon.com. Thank you.
Man, I really screwed myself. I got my cards mixed up.
Oops.
Because I also got rid of J1, which is my only parcel
Oh,
connected to
no.
a train track. We got all these cards that I could have used instead of those 2, and that would have been
There's a hold on.
Fantastic.
Wait.
play better.
No, not at all.
Plan better.
Plan better.
Plan better. It wasn't a planning issue. That was I just threw the wrong cards. Man.
That's awesome. Yeah, this sucks right now. Woo. Woo.
Wow.
Well, $2 you can take.
I might just take $2 the entire turn.
Yeah, well, no, you can only do that once, remember?
Right,
Insane,
but then
whole
it-
turn.
Oh, and do nothing.
I'm not
You
sure I
can't
have
build
it.
track?
I don't think
Yeah, you actually, I'm looking at your rail worker.
I do have a rail worker. So I can build at least 1 track and then probably take $2. It's just a matter of how much track I want to build. Cause yeah, I can't. Wow, that is
Actually, Vince, the live Q&As,
very rough.
that's one of the perks for the patrons. We do those. We do them live for the general public as a once in a blue moon thing, but we do them monthly for the patrons, and we don't want to diminish that, so we're going to be doing more of those, or we're not going to do, them too terribly often for just live streams, because again, we
I
don't
only have
want
one
to
rail
diminish that.
worker,
That's
so
all.
I can't really do much.
Yeah, the Q&As are called Ask the Elephants. Good call, Rob.
If you don't complete a track, you don't need to play Destination.
Correct.
That's handy. So I will play.
This is the most frustrated I've seen this group. This is
This
awesome.
is-
I'm loving this.
This is rough.
And I'm not even winning, and I'm enjoying this.
Currently, you are.
Oh,
Yeah,
based on
stress.
stress level?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm at 5. What are you at?
8.
Okay. Oh, okay, by a point, maybe. I got a lot of track out there. I got more than you, so maybe. It'll be close.
All right. Well, let's just get all this shenanigans out of the way. I think, because
You already used your one time.
I know I don't have hardly anything I can actually.
Oh, I don't
do. It's
either, so
brutal.
that makes the choice really easy.
I'm gonna build 2 track
To nowhere.
to
Cannot
nowhere.
complete it.
Cannot complete
Okay,
it.
so this is the first time we've actually seen this. So he does not need to play a destination marker. And if you do not extend those track, next turn, they disappear. They come back into your supply.
You can reroute the last track on the end of your track.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Which-
But he does not need a destination because he did not complete it.
So that's
one
one.
action. And $2 for the other, I imagine.
Glory to Rome.
Here you go. Here. Oh, no. Here, please. Don't worry. I'm going to be doing the same thing, Amanda.
Wow, this is at the beginning of this. Like the first round with all the people there traveling on the water, it's like, oh man, look at all this money. Like this is gonna be a rich, there's gonna be plenty to do.
Amanda just upgraded her building for 3 points, and it puts a worker out there.
And then it did not play out that way at all.
Okay.
I probably should have done something different too there. Oh wow. Glory to Rome, man. I've been playing real poor.
Oh, please leave him there.
No,
please.
he's not staying there. I see it.
Okay, well, with your head, I'm just
I
trying to help.
appreciate it.
Hey, Cabralicus, welcome. See? You support us on Patreon and remember your name. There you go. Or how to pronounce your name when it's Latin.
It's 244 names.
That's a lot of names.
Okay.
The only downside to the Patreon Slack channel is when you get tied up doing something for 4 to 5 hours and you come back to 300 messages in 4 different channels.
It depends on the time of day, but yes, that has happened.
All right. 1.
Yep, across the river using that. So she gets 1 point. How
We
much?
can break it
are
up
you
if we
buying?
just went random, more random, even more random.
We just need a bot that automatically
6
redirects everybody
points
to a
for
different
21
channel every
bucks.
10 comments.
Okay. And now Amanda gets $5 for delivering through the river. 1 stop.
Done.
All right. All right. My turn's going to be pretty horrible. Because I cannot deliver because there are no passengers outside of the one that's stranded way up there. And apparently he sleeps at work. I cannot build a building. I cannot upgrade a building. I will get $2 and pass.
Wow.
That's it. That's all I got. I will take $2 and pass for my last action. Then we go into the end of the round. So I'm going to decrease my stress by 1 there, and I'm going to get 1 rail worker there. So there and there. I'm going to choose to keep these 2 cards in my hand, and I'm going to choose to keep this card in my hand as well. So then, as everybody else is taking their actions for their hand stuff that's simultaneous, we go,
It's the last round though, so don't we get to pick?
Yeah.
oh, we're going into the last round. Good point. All right. So, first things first, before we do that, good call. Go ahead and refill, well, get anything out of your hand that you're playing stuff for. So, commercial passengers come back. We get 2 up there. We get 1 here. Am I missing any others?
One down there.
Ah,
Take
good call.
this out, which means that goes away.
Okay.
And then I will add.
Passenger.
I think I'm gonna add a passenger.
I would recommend here, here, or here.
Really?
Yeah. Well, no, that's my recommendation.
I can see how that would be best for someone.
Yeah. I see no problem with that. Jacob says he's getting in trouble for reading Slack at breakfast. Hey, be respectful. No electronics at the food
Do
table.
as he says, not as he does.
I try. I'm not perfect on it, but I try. All right, so now we go into the final round. So normally you would draw cards from this, but with it being the final round, you keep whatever's in your hand. You draw up to your hand size, but instead of drawing, you take all of your cards and choose what it is that you're trying to do. Huh. Right. About that.
Right?
What am I trying to do here? I have no idea. So let's look here. What do we have? Probably take that one. That's 4,
I
5,
never ended up with one of those cards this entire game.
6. And oh yes, we will definitely. Okay, hold on. So I'm gonna have to replace something from that down. And for this, absolutely have to have this card in my hand. So that's 8. So I have to get rid of one of these 4. It's not. It's only worth a point, but I'll probably take another. No. That one. There we go. I think I have my entire game planned out at this point, at least roughly. All right, so okay. Where we? Oh, you guys are still choosing. So okay, while they're still choosing, all right. So let's try and plan out my turn. So this here, that, and that is going to be one of the 2 actions. For sure. That'll probably be my second action. This card we're going to save, and this card we're going to save for the end of the game. Or there. So then my first action will be that here, there, because that's worth points. That'll be my second action, and then that will be my third action. There we go. So we have that broken down. Good. Hey Joe, welcome. You guys are making awesome TV here. Somebody want to work through their stuff? No? Just I'm stalling as much as I can. Everybody should have their actions planned out at this point, though. Matt, you can go ahead and start the auction. Remember, the winner of the auction takes 2 stress.
1.
That's risky. How much money does everybody have?
9.
I have
30.
19.
68.
Okay.
Pass.
Purple.
2.
Not how I expected this to go. So I can pass for free. Purple. As long as I... I'll pass.
Super stupid mega ultra pass.
You screwed up by that. So Amanda goes first, gets 2 stress. All right, so now Amanda, begin.
I was hoping she'd want to go before me because of that.
Okay.
So that's why I went 1.
Well, that almost cost you 2 points.
Almost.
Almost. All right, so Amanda, you got the honor of going first in the final round. So
Okay.
eat it up.
I am.
It almost cost me a whole lot more than 2 points. Because it would have made me 8 to 21 and then 2 points.
No, just 1 point. So, but yeah, that could have been really bad.
I'm gonna deliver on here.
Okay, so that's going to be 1 point for purple. Drop your stress 1 and $5.
Done.
Pink, you're up.
All right, I'm going to deliver that guy to that luxury right there.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
So that you need to play the cards for it, sir.
Yeah, I do. I will. There's luxury and
Okay,
that there.
so that's going to be 1 point.
Adrian.
Yep. And then how much are you spending?
$3 for
Not
Adrian.
yet, but
Oh.
yeah. 45 for 9, 55 for 10. Or less.
Yeah, the question is, am I going to get to do it again? It doesn't look like it. So yeah, 55.
All right, 10 points for pink to 43. And you already paid Adrian his money. That's good. Orange is up, so you guys already know what I'm doing. So we're building 3-track with that worker to a residential, so I will get 1 stress. There. So 3-track. Oh, phew. Okay. 1. Track his points. 2. Just like in Aegis theme. 3. Done. And green?
Yep. Let's see how bad this all ends up hurting me. Real quick before I do this, I can't remember, our plots aren't considered adjacent to the river. It's
They are
only
not.
buildings.
Only buildings exist. So right now, that is nothing. It's just an empty lot. The bus does not stop on empty lots.
Correct. Okay. Then in that case, I'm going to ship this guy 1, 2 to there. So we get
2 points,
2 points.
for green. You get a stress.
I get a stress.
Going to commercial.
I'm going to take $5.
Okay. Done. File those cards, fellas. Discard them. Purple, you're up. Final 2 actions.
Okay, I'm gonna build in D2
Okay.
with the person.
Oh no.
Okay, so let me make sure that I'm doing this right.
Okay.
So if I want to go to a residential
Mm-hmm.
and I want to go 1, 2, 3,
No, that'd be 4.
4.
All right. So, what do you think you need?
So I
Start
think I
now.
need 1 ticket book to get him started.
Good.
Then I need another right there.
You need a destination.
I need a
Where's the
destination.
destination?
Destination's gonna be
Residential. Okay, so
Here.
that gets him moving.
right,
So that gets him from here to there.
right.
Okay, and then to there. Then you need a ticket, a magnetic strip to get him there. There. That gets him there, and he goes back to the original ticket that got him up to there.
Okay.
Cool. Makes
Okay,
sense.
It does. So
Okay,
that's
so now, how many points?
that is 1, 2, 3, 4 points.
Okay, 4 to 32. Good. And then you went to residential. You
Right. So I reduce
your
the stress, and it's 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11
There
money.
you go. You got it. Good job.
Thanks.
Was he there or is
No,
that?
that's
okay.
what I delivered.
All right. All right, you're done. Matt.
Y'all guys got those two locked up over there. There's no way to get them out of there.
No, you cannot.
I mean, I've got 6 track, but there ain't no way to get them out of there. Because,
Yep.
and if one of you had just
Been nice.
been nice and made that a building,
Well, what do
Oh,
you mean,
yeah, I
one
got
of
that.
y'all?
I know.
I did not have an option, sir. I tried. I paid out the wazoo to go last, remember?
I could have
Or
taken
third.
now. See, I could have taken G3 a long time ago and solved this problem, but
So you're kind of whining to yourself.
a little bit. But
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna build 6 track. I'm gonna pay $3 to play that
Can't
card.
see that.
Yep, so 3, 4, 5, 6, taking no stress. This card for one of those, I'm gonna guess it's probably gonna be luxury. Yeah.
Are you just looking, trying to figure out how to build it?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into that luxury. Just to save time.
Mm-hmm. It's points.
Okay. And now what are you doing for your second action? Discard those, please.
Not a whole lot.
That's an
And the rail
important
worker,
$2. Yeah, and discard a rail worker too.
Yeah, $2.
All right, Matt's done. Pink. That was pink. Sorry, orange. You're up. Okay. So first things first. We will, as we said, we are finally going back to the example and building a building on B1.
Oh. Yep, I'm sunk.
So we will make it a luxury, obviously. Passenger, please, and 1 point for orange. There. Then, and that's the last available building that can be built, which is what Adrian's lamenting.
Well, when I went to the commercial, I should have taken a card, and I took 5 money. And that,
Oh.
because I could have taken the upgraded building card, and I could have upgraded any one of my buildings.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, maybe. All right, so we're going to use 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So we're traveling along the water only. It looks like 1, 2, 3. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it worth it? Because the money. Or do we just go 1? We'll just actually go 1. Yeah, we're only actually going to use 1 ticket along the river.
Wow.
Yeah, that's it. So the one I just got, we'll spend that, and he's gonna go 1 to leisure. So that's 1 point. And how much do we have? We have 18. So I guess that's 15 for 5 points. 5 to 38, and I'm spent. Okay, Adrian.
That's it.
$2, really? That's it?
Oh,
You can't. So you can't deliver this, dude?
Oh, actually, what I can do one thing. I can use G3 and a track to make one more link.
Well, that's 3 points. That's better.
Now,
Okay.
but that's all I can do because
Ouch.
G3 can't connect anything. I didn't take an upgrade building to get a person to send all my money that I worked on getting. This has been a very frustrating play.
Oh my goodness.
I've made several mistakes that have hurt.
Ouch. All right. Okay, well, that's that. Now, we do administration, which means for me, I get to discard that and drop 1 stress.
I get to drop 2 stress and get $2.
All right?
I get a buck. Not that it matters.
I used all my cards.
Okay. All right, so then we go into final scoring. So we'll go worst to first, as we always do for final scoring. So, everyone, that's your score as it is right now. Next, you're going to get 3 happiness points, 3 victory points for every completed link. That one comes off because it wasn't
Correct.
completed. All right, Green, how many completed links do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4.
4, that's 12 points. 12 to 39. And then 1 for every $10.
4 more
I
points.
just realized I did that
4
wrong.
more.
I was thinking Age of Steam rules and not turn-based rules.
Oh,
I could have done 2 and I did 1 big one.
Oops.
That's alright.
Gotcha. So if you lose by 3 points or 2 points because of the extra money, and then what's your stress at, Adrian?
2.
All right, he drops back. He is done at 41. Amanda, your turn.
1, 2, 3, 4 completed links.
For 12 points at 42. How much money?
It's I have 20, so,
So 2
2
points.
points.
1, 2, and how much stress?
3.
1, 2, and you and Adrian finish tied. For me, at orange, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 completed links for 15 to 53. I have $3, so that doesn't do anything, and I go back 3 points. So apparently I didn't even play.
You didn't
started
play.
at
Like,
0.
what's the point? We've been here
Right.
for what, 3.5 hours?
Matt,
we
how
didn't
many
even play?
Right, I know.
We've got 3.
All right, so that's going to be 9 points, which puts you at 52. How much
And then-
money?
10. Actually 11.
1 more.
But I go back 5.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the streak of Matt finishing
Oh,
second
wow.
continues.
Yep, second again.
Oh my
And usually it's by a
gosh.
very close margin.
Which this is. So I finished somehow at 50 points. Matt at 48, and well, a respectable 41 for the both of you.
I'm amazed it was that close.
Yeah,
honestly.
I should have built that second track
Huh?
because it would have been 3 points.
Oh yeah. Huh?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Did you have 2 leftover money, or did you?
Oh, I had enough to build it. I was thinking it was
Well,
Age
but
of
you took
Steam
2
rule.
money for your last turn. So if you ended with no money, then you'd have been back maybe point. I don't
Wow.
know if
No,
you
I had-
saved money for points.
no. That took 1 point, 1 money because of the card.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
So he and I would have finished first, and then you had $8, you would have won on tiebreaker. And you won
Well,
that.
I mean, if we're doing that, then if I had not taken
Sure.
5 there
Yeah,
and taken
yeah.
that upgrade, I could have upgraded that, shipped to luxury.
Oh, we're not.
I mean,
back.
you know, we could have done all kinds of stuff.
Oh no,
We're
we're
doing
not
everything
back.
Let's
different.
see.
All right.
5
No, no.
hours ago.
So now, we've all played Tramways a number of times, right? So thoughts on Tramways, then we'll talk about the map in general.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Tramways was my first experience with like why you guys do Golden Elephant in like May.
Yes.
Because at the end of the year, when I was thinking of like the best games of the year, for me it was like at the time Runaway, Terraforming Mars,
Okay.
and then I got to play Tramways. And this game it's amazing. Like you all saw, the auction is brutal. You can pay 5 and get first, and then somebody can pay 15 and get last in the
Right.
same auction.
Well, how many times did I spend a wazoo of money?
Yeah.
Which is a actual.
That's
me-
a measurable amount.
It is. It's 2 pounds more than a metric ton.
A
Or
wazoo?
2 kilograms
Wow.
actually. But no, seriously, it was brutal for
Yeah.
me that every time I just nickeled and dimed myself into the poorhouse and never got the auction position that I actually was shooting for. So
And then still won.
You had a lot of track, and
Yep.
there was a couple times there where you had a ton of money and went to luxury or
Yep.
leisure or whatever.
Yep.
And I think that's what got it for you.
I think so too. So Matt, Tramways in general, and this goes back to what you were saying. The reason we do the Golden Elephant Award, or best game of the year in May, is a lot of these games come out in Essen, which
Yeah.
is late October. How
We
are you
don't
going
have
to play
time.
all those games in 2 months?
We don't have time.
No
Yeah.
way. So
Especially for like the heavy games that tend
Yeah.
to come out at us.
right, and we're not playing it once or twice. So
No.
yeah, all
Yeah,
right.
this is my game of the year for last year, for sure.
Okay.
It was fighting with the colonists for a little while.
Okay.
But this just 1822 is great, but the time frame it takes to play it, I get
Okay.
more joy out of this.
No, and that's
Yeah.
totally fair.
Yeah, and
nothing wrong with that.
and this is just it's right there with Age of Steam with how replayable it is now. Except with it comes with a map that's infinite replayable with all the
Yeah.
twists and turns. But then they're making all these expansions
Yeah.
for it. Plus, we got the Denver map, we got the New York map, we got the Paris map, and I've heard tell he's working on a moon one for this one
Yep,
too, and that
yep.
sounds amazing.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Amanda,
Yeah, this map is definitely, this Paris map is harder than when we played Tramways on the hard side without realizing it. Remember?
yeah.
This one is the lack of buildings, I really feel like makes it even tighter because you don't get as many people out there, and that is hard. I don't think I've ever played a Tramways game other than this one where we ran out of buildings.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. And I'll be honest, when I was setting this up and actually going over the rules and preparing for the live stream, you know, getting my outline done and everything for the rules teach, and I was setting this up, and I was like, this is like Tramways the kiddie game, is what I was thinking because of how much money you were going to be able to exploit the Seine for, the river.
Takes people though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well-
see, and that's why it's you can't. You know, obviously I was way off base. I mean,
Yeah.
I thought this was fantastic as far as just the levels that you had to go to be able to think about this. Like Matt's bringing it down across the river like he did. That was like an aha moment.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, okay. And I fought the entire game trying to be able to do that and found myself unsuccessful in doing it. So what do? In any good game, you make lemonade out of lemons
Yeah.
when your plans are thwarted, which is exactly what I had to do multiple times.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Paris was way better than I thought it would be for a Tramways map myself. What about?
I was right there with you after that first round. You know, when I kind of saw like, oh wait, I could kind of exploit the river like this and get a bunch of money and then immediately turn around and ship it right to luxury on one turn. And I thought that was going to be easy breezy, but then everybody kind of saw that, did it, and then now there's no people on the river. And then you start building roads, but then people are, all right, well fine, I'll use your thing to get down to the river and do it, and it wiped the board out.
Yeah. All the buildings got built, and essentially all the passengers got
That top
delivered
left
twice,
one is
too.
the only one that didn't.
Yeah, this guy
I-
up here.
I think I can already see a strategy that like I might try the next time I play this map, and instead in normal Tramways, like I try and get my connections going right away and start getting kind of some money and stuff like that.
Right.
In this one, you know, try and build on all your parcels first. Get all your parcels built and have guys on them that other people can't ship, and then late game connect everything and ship it from your guys.
possibly.
Yeah.
Or be able to accrue more. If that's the case, then you better be getting upgraded building
Yeah,
cards so that you can then replenish
right
Yeah.
after.
those ones.
I
So
know,
yeah,
there's-
really pleasantly surprised at how well this played. Now, I mean, it was a Golden Elephant Award finalist. It won the People's Choice for a reason. So it wasn't like it was some schlub of
No,
a
it's
game.
like
No.
what is this Tramways? I've
Right.
never heard of it before.
But no, this map, I'm very pleasantly surprised at how well it played and how tough it was.
Yeah.
Can you imagine this with 5? 'Cause
No.
it doesn't scale.
No,
no.
no, this would be brutal with 5.
Which awesome, yes.
Oh yeah,
Please.
vicious. Well, and you since people would start with parcels, the fifth player
You're
would have more
drafting.
parcels.
All of a sudden, drafting along the river, those are gone.
Yeah. Well, but then also the side effect of more like potentially bad cards. Like we really only had 3 bad cards come through that auction,
which
and
was
that auction
surprising.
still got vicious.
Yep.
If you had another player taking up 4 parcels that are getting replaced with potentially more bad things, it could be tight on the map, even tighter in that auction.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I thought this was just fantastic.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it.
Cool. All right. So
Aside from my poor play.
well, I thought you played perfect. Everybody watching, we really appreciate
Yeah.
it. Thank you. No, this was a lot of fun, and hopefully it was for you guys as well. And hopefully the teach was smooth enough to where, either if you're watching it live, that helps you to be able to get tramways to the table. If you're watching it after the fact, hopefully that helps you just get the game to the table in general. So thanks everybody that stuck it out watching tonight. It's what? I guess that was 3.5 hours. But again, new map. It took an hour before we actually got
Yeah.
started. So 2.5 hours.
That's not
not
bad at all.
for a stream. I
Yeah,
think.
and
all
not
of
bad
us
for a
tanked
game that
with
gives
it.
you this
Right.
kind of brain burn too.
And
Right.
that
Yeah.
we've never played this map before either.
Right.
Yeah.
So well done, everybody. Everybody in the Peanut Gallery, really appreciate it. The mods, and last but not least, thanks to our patrons that are helping make this possible. If it's something you want to support, subscribe, like, all that stuff, but especially patreon.com/heavy cardboard. That will help us continue to do this. If you want to support it, we definitely would appreciate it. So thanks, everybody. And I guess we're going to be back tomorrow with conversations with Heavy Cardboard with Clay Ross from head of Capstone Games. Should be a good discussion tomorrow. So thanks, everybody. Say good night, everybody.
Good night,
Good night, everybody.
Cool. Night, y'all.